with it right. Here with who I started with me, something like the Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from that 26 plus 5. No bitches, H-Ray, no Central Coast mobbing, suicides, only arsons. I step in the booth and gas, I gotta keep the lead. Engineer, my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, we're back. We're live on Chicano Tube. We're live once again. The voice of La Raza. We are back. In effect, I appreciate everyone that's already tuning in. Give me a second. What's going on? Oh, that's what it is. I appreciate everyone that's already tuning in. Live, we're back just chatting. It's a Friday night. The voice of La Raza, the voice of the people. I appreciate everyone that's already tuning in live on Twitch, live on Pinche YouTube, and of course, we're live on Facebook, Landia also as well. You can't get enough, cabrones. You already know what it is. So let's go ahead and just get into it tonight. But again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Let's go ahead and rock this shit. The Vendido is back. The sellout. Some of the shit we're going to be talking about tonight. Oh, man. They're going to call me sellout more than ever tonight. Tonight, I might as well just, I was always going to caption it, the sellout is back. I should have just captioned it, the sellout is back, right? The trolls would have loved that, right? Hey, shout out to the trolls also as well, all the pages, and they talk shit and everything like that. I appreciate it, but I just wish you had more followers. That way I could fucking get more subscribers and more followers from you cabrones, because I ain't really getting shit from you guys, right? Now, give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and just adjust one light now that I see, and I got people that are already coming in the chat. I see the chat is in there, La Raza, which that's what we call the chat over here. We call the chat La Raza. If you want to be part of La Raza, officially part of La Raza, well, then you got to drop a comment. Give me 1 second while I go ahead and just adjust my lighting real quick. But, we already got the first super chat of the night. I appreciate you. Rambo's Hot Dogs is in the mother house, okay? Greenfield, California. Shout out to Green Pass. A lot of solid dudes in Greenfield. We're going to talk about it tonight, man. I just feel like letting loose because it's time to catch up with the people and all the clips that you guys are going to send me. We're going to react tonight. But Rambo's Hot Dogs is popping, is cracking, and it's in Greenfield, California. Why don't you just do yourself a favor, go over to IG and then type in Rambo's Hot Dogs over there. And it's the closest thing you're going to have to Tijuana and Mexicali style hot dogs. I appreciate you. Bay Area super fans, what's up with you, cabron? Boy Aguilar, Raider Tommy's in the motherfucking house. That's the LA General Raider Tommy. Nothing but positive energy going over there. You guys, you need promo on Instagram. I don't know what you're waiting for. A lot of people want to get it popping and cracking now. Social media is the new trend, right? Get it popping on social media. I just seen Hood Stocks. He did a little short right now, and he said, I'm going to leave it up for a couple minutes. And Hood Stocks, always, as Lucky does, just keeping it real. And he's like, this social media shit, don't get it twisted. Obviously, it's not reality. But having it popping and cracking on social media, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So let me just adjust one light really quick, you guys, before we keep going down this rabbit hole of the live. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hey, Rambo's Hot Dogs, cabron, I appreciate you, man. Give me a second. Cálmase, ya están gritando, man. So shout out to everyone that's tuning in tonight. You guys, we are back. We got a lot to talk about. Look, ICE agents going crazy. The internet is race baiting. The brown people are we keep doing the same old shit. And tonight, I'm going to direct everything over to the brown community. Let's see, is that better? I'm a little bit more better. Yeah, that's right, man. We're going to talk to the brown community because, again, we address here strictly the brown community. Before we do that, though, a couple announcements that we got. The first one is September 12th, Mexican Independence Day. It's going down in Upland, California. The main event is set. I don't have the poster yet, okay? I'm waiting for the fellas, so they go ahead and shoot those flicks over, and we're going to get the official poster. But, oh, man. Oh, man, look who I got in the main event over there in Upland. Let's give the haters something to hate on right pinchy now, right? Coming in from the Inland Empire, okay? None other than, and his carnal, his blood brother, just threw chingazos last year in Upland. So, you know, there's something there. Obviously, the carnal is going to be in the corner. I think he's going to be in the corner if he's going to be available that weekend. We got none other than Snowman's brother, okay? He's not riding any kind of reputation. He's got his own. He's his own man, standing on his own 2 feet. His carnal is obviously someone that's a very popular internet personality, which is Snowman. Shout out to Snowman from the 909. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. You did your thing last year. I appreciate you. And he's always fucking VIP, carnal. Anytime you or whoever you want to get in, absolutely VIP. So we got none other than G the Barber from the Hater World podcast is going to be in the main event. He couldn't just hold back anymore and see the carnal throw chingazos last year and not mix it up, man. And it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling to get in there, mix it up. It's a better feeling to whoop that dude's ass. And then after that, because you've been sacrificing your body, you've been sacrificing pinchy exercise. After that, you grab a pisto, 420 or whatever your vicio that you're into. It's a good feeling, man. It's like the catalyst. So you get there, throw chingazos. After that, it's nothing but a vibe. Actually thinking of getting a B&B out there. A shout out to Bobby G. We're thinking of getting a B&B and just staying over in Upland because that night, obviously, we got the big fight. So main event, G the Barber from the Hater World podcast. Now, I'm not saying he's representing the Hater World podcast, okay? I actually think I heard Blue Devil say that. I don't know, he wanted to reiterate not representing the podcast or something like that. I say, why not? Fuck it. I'll represent the podcast, but that's totally up to G the Barber. I'll represent the podcast. I'll represent my town. I'll represent my community. I'll represent all that. You know what I mean? But that's just me. So G the Barber from the Hater World podcast is going to be main event September 12th in Upland, California. The only way that you're going to be able to see that, cabrones, is going to be live on Twitch. Okay. So you gotta subscribe over to the Twitch channel. Let me see. I think I'm going to zoom in. Wait. So you got to subscribe over to the Twitch channel, but I'll blast that out there. It is not hard, gente. I mean, come on. You guys are downloading apps every single day. You download Twitch, a username, password. You get inside of there, and you go ahead and put in Chicano Tube. The fights come up. Enjoy. Okay, free on the casa. Now, the reason we're going to Twitch is because we want to play music. I want to get a badass DJ. Anyways, G the Barber, Hater World podcast main event versus Ace 100, tattoo artist out of Bakersfield. He says he'll take that fade. He'll step up and represent Bakersfield, California. And so, you know, I está mío. My golden doodle came over here. Vente, mama. Vente pa acá, niña. Vente, Penny. Vente. So, Bakersfield versus Inland Empire. And then on the co-main event, I haven't matched them up yet, but we got a popular IE rapper. I'm just not going to put it out there because I don't have them matched up yet. And then we got the rest of the undercard. So if you guys want to join, okay, a long-ass intro. If you guys want to join the undercard, you feel froggy, you think you got hands, maybe you just wanted some exposure, it's a good way of running your numbers up, then go ahead and get a hold of me. I'm Chicano Tube on all platforms, gente, TikTok, IG, YouTube, Facebook, X, a la chingada, all that good old stuff. So I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there because it's knocking on the door. I was just waiting for 4th of July, and we're going to get into some of that shit because 4th of July and the brown people on the internet going after each other. And I'm like, damn, we can't even have a holiday where we cook some motherfucking hot dogs and hamburgers without brown people going at each other. We'll talk about that a little bit tonight, okay? A little bit tonight. And, you know, the good thing is I don't have to worry about getting canceled. I'm already fucking canceled. You know what I mean? I'm already canceled. But if I'm going to do anything on this YouTube, Twitch, on this Netlandia thing, then we're going to speak the truth, man. Whether it hurts or not, the truth fucking hurts. So I ain't even tripping on that. So the vendido, the sellout, and all that good old stuff, man. Hey, keep the comments coming. I appreciate you guys more than you guys know. Bay Area super fans. That's right. Jerry's Kids is in the house. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. All right. Anyways, so that's Mexican Independence Day. There is absolutely zero gate. So if you want to join the festivities, it's on. Then go ahead and get at me. The address is out there. So like Tecato Fitness, he wants to act like a pinche pendejo and be like, oh, you don't put the address out. That's what he said. You don't put the address out there. And it was on all the platforms, all the address, right? But he's a pinche washed up pendejo, right? 916 North Mountain Avenue, Suite G. 916 North Mountain Avenue. Now, this is also a plug for Warzone Boxing. I want to give a shout out to Coach Al Franco. I want to give a shout out to his two sons, world champion, two sons, boxing turned trainers, world champion sons, Mike Franco and Daniel Franco. I appreciate you. Coach Fabian, even from Warzone Boxing. Coach Fabian, shout out to you. All of the fellas at Warzone that helped out last Mexican Independence Day. Let's take this one to the next level. So if you're looking for a pinche gym to get in shape, it don't matter. Not everyone's trying to turn into a fighter. You know what I mean? I got my brother-in-law right now. He just turned 50. He's a New Year's Eve baby. He just turned 50 on December 31st. I'm training him now. I've been training him for a couple weeks now. Of course, he's not getting in the ring. He's not looking to, do any kind of boxing run. But he's 50 years old, and I want to teach him to knock somebody out. That's it. I'm teaching my brother-in-law how to end the fight in 10 seconds. And it takes years, gente. You don't learn it that quick. It takes years and years to the point where it's like the fight is on and you just do absolutely what you want to do in the fight. You control it. You know what I mean? You could pimp slap the dude around. That's what I would do to Tecato Fitness is just open hand, slap him, slap. You know what I mean? I'd probably take one glove off, slap. And then whatever he's trying to do, slap. And then whatever he's trying to do, slap. I'd probably slap him like 10 times for what he said. So 916 North Mountain Avenue, Suite G in Upland, you guys. The gate is open, and the invitation is even to the trolls. Even though I know the trolls ain't got no balls, would rather stay ballsy and brave behind a keyboard because they're living in grandma's basement. Even to the trolls, anyone that trolls me, hey, I'll be in a suit because I'm going to be emceeing and hosting the event this time. That way it could be the next level event. But even if a troll shows up, 916 North Mountain Avenue in Upland, California, or just Google Warzone Boxing Club, because a lot of the trolls swear that that I hide. You know what I mean? I got 3-4 offices, 3-4 houses, 3-4 cars. Get at me, 831-204-6977. I'll give you anything you want because I know you ain't got the balls to do shit in person. All the addresses, all the cars I drive, all the studio address. People even care about the studio address. That's fine, but that don't amount to a hill of shit because you ain't got no balls. You won't pull up. But 916 North Mountain Avenue, 12 o'clock on Twitchlandia, you guys. All right. Damn, that was a long-ass intro. That was way too long. All right. We're going to get into some reaction, you guys. I appreciate everyone that's already in the chat. I appreciate you guys more than you know. You guys want me to react. We're digging down tonight. Tonight, we're getting canceled. Well, shit, I'm already canceled, so I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I never have been a follower. I never have gave a shit about being canceled or whatever you guys want to talk about, all right? All right, let's go up, you guys. Let's go up and check this out. Oh, let me take that. I can't see. Here it is. My bad. I got to take Jerry's comment off. My bad, Jerry. All right, here we go. Okay, what are we going back to, you guys? Oh, here it is. All right. No, not that one. Okay, cool. This one is it right here. Let's react.
These motherfuckers set up on Crenshaw. You give them an inch, they take a mile. It used to just be one. Now it's 1, 2. They got a whole goddamn sidewalk blocked off. Just like how they do on Vermont and Slauson. These motherfuckers dining in and shit.
Oh, shit, what
Man,
the
call
fuck?
ICE. Somebody call ICE.
Oh.
ICE, what are y'all doing? ICE ain't doing it. Black people, keep on lining up on Western and Manchester, okay? Somebody need to sell some chicken right in front of Normandy and Manchester. Please, somebody go sell some fried chicken right in front of nobody. See, y'all thought this was just for the World Cup. This ain't just for the World Cup. The World Cup was the excuse. Look, I didn't walk all the way down Fig. It's a whole block. Blocking the sidewalk. Now they leaving the tents.
Damn, that
overnight.
water looks good.
Now they leaving the tents overnight. You think a motherfucker like this is a citizen? Hell no. If they was, they wouldn't be out here doing this shit. Look at this shit. Whole goddamn sidewalk. Motherfuckers that shouldn't even be here. Goddamn, it's more.
What the?
I didn't even see all this shit.
California was Mexico. Shit, what do you think?
Doing whatever they feel like doing.
Let's hold our comments to the end. Damn, it looks fire though.
At least we got trucks. Look at that. Where she washed their hands at? Nowhere. Shout out to the Black Ceviche man, 57th and Crenshaw. This is borderline the east side though for your ass. Black people do not support this shit. Not support illegal businesses.
All right. Let's see what the people say because I get it. She said, let's call ICE. I think it's a she, right? Is that a female? I think it's a female's voice. All right, I think it's a she. Someone sent me this video to look at it, to react to it. Hey, whatever you guys send me, this is not my channel. I mean, technically, yes, I own the Pinchy channel, but this is your channel, gente. I only want to talk about, I'm coming over here to kick it with you. I really don't fucking have the time to do this shit, but I'm coming over here to kick it with you guys. So I want to talk about what you guys want to talk about. If I haven't said this lately, anything you guys want me to talk about, go ahead and send it to me in a DM, and then we'll go ahead and cover it. And here we're going to come from the brown perspective, because I'll tell you what, man, what's not popular nowadays is common sense, okay? What's popular nowadays is to be led by your feelings, And I'm going to tell you right now, motherfuck your feelings, because common sense should be king, you know what I mean? Because people nowadays, we're in a day and age where people say, don't do what you're doing because it offends me. And they have the same right as you have the same right to express either freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to assemble, all these freedoms that we have in the United States, which is the best country in the world. If this is not the best country in the world, name me a better country. Yeah, I'll hold. Yeah, so, there's been a lot of race baiting going on the internet, okay? Now, who benefits from all this pinchy race baiting that's happening on the internet? Let's talk about that for a second. Who actually benefits from it? Well, the first group of people that come to mind that absolutely benefit from race baiting. They love all the black and white shit. They love all the brown versus brown. They love all the brown versus black. And it's crazy, if you go to their pages, that's all they talk about. It's race. Okay. So I try not to follow. I follow some. I try not to follow all of them because I get it. It's a gimmick for them. They're not really for La Raza. They ain't doing shit in the community. They ain't going to no motherfucking city hall meeting. They ain't going to no motherfucking candlelight vigil. They're not going to any kind of gang prevention conference. They're not talking to the youngsters. They're not giving the youngsters the real deal, okay? What some of these pages want to do on the internet is trigger you, pull on your emotional heartstring. That way you can get pissed off. And hey, the mission accomplished for them. You drop the heart on their pinchy story, you drop the comment, and you're like, yeah, we shouldn't do this, we should that, and blah, blah, blah. And they want to make it seem like all this race baiting shit is happening in every corner of all 50 states. And that's just not the truth, okay? So let's talk about this situation. First of all, I don't agree with her not liking the fact that people are trying to make a dollar. They're trying to make an honest living. Shit. A lot of people are fucking asking for handouts. People are lazy nowadays. You know what I mean? Shit. People like me, my taxes, which right here in California, they're taking like 20%. It's going up to 25 and 30% every time we vote the same politicians every fucking year. which I don't want to get political, but because I'm not into politics, but I will tell you, I will speak on it if you guys want me to speak on it. My fucking taxes, your taxes every year is paying for a lot of shit in California. Your taxes, my taxes are paying for welfare. Your taxes, my taxes are paying for EBT. Your taxes and my taxes are paying for motherfucking CalFresh, CalWorks, Cash Aid, all of Medi-Cal. We're paying for all of these programs. And again, I'm talking to the people that are working. Not everyone can work also as well. Some people want to work. I understand. There's health conditions. There's motherfuckers that can't get a job. You know, maybe they can't pass a background check. There's all kinds of situations, right? But if someone can work, is not asking for a handout, and is going out and getting it, then that's honorable. That is something I absolutely respect, right? I mean, for La Raza, let me tell you like this. The reason you don't see a lot of Raza panhandling, asking for handouts, asking for free shit, is because at the end of the day, the Raza has a plan B. You know what the plan B? If you ain't got no money, you know who's hiring right away, no application, no background check, no have to wait, no have to go through a major corporation. You know who's hiring for La Raza? The motherfucking fields. We'll get our ass, because no one else is doing it. I ain't seen no güeros in the field. All due respect. I ain't seen no blacks in the field. All due respect. I ain't seen no Chinese, Japanese in the field. All due respect. Now, Filipinos, you will see some Filipinos out in the fields. You know what I mean? They're just motherfucking resilient, you know, tough like La Raza, right? But anyways, back to this chick. We're giving her 15 minutes right here. South Central woman is going viral for telling people to stop supporting Hispanic street vendors. We cannot allow that for black space to be invaded. So you can allow black space to be invaded, huh? So all of a sudden, that street right there probably has un chingo. Probably has un chingo de pinche raza, right? What street is that? It's on Vermont. No, I'm not. I just remembered a story right now. I just remembered a story. One time, the homie came out, right? The homie came out, and he ended up going to L.A. County, right? And he wasn't out here banging or anything like that. Shit, man. All of my friends that survived, like me, I'm a motherfucking survivor. You know what I mean? That's why I don't glorify this shit and I don't romanticize this shit and come on the internet or be a 50, 60-year-old cholo and all that shit so my fucking kids can catch bullets. I'm not a fucking moron. I'm not an idiot. I'm a survivor of this shit, right? A buddy of mine, right? He came out and he paroled over to L.A. County. And I told him, I'm going to take a trip down there. It wasn't even 2-3 weeks. Within 2 or 3 weeks, I went down to L.A., right? So I told him, send me, the spot. Where am I going? And it was his mom's, right? He had told me he's paroling to the mom's house, right? The mom has had that house for 30, 40 years, right? So he sent me his address, and I put it on my GPS, 105th and Vermont, okay? I went down to 105th and Vermont. I kid you not, that street looked like the movie Friday. I was just waiting for Debo to come around the corner in the Schwinn Cruiser. No bullshit. All the houses look like the movie Friday, right? And I told his mom respectfully, I said, señora, ¿cuánto tiempo tiene viviendo aquí? Como 30 años. I was like, damn, okay, cool. 105th in Vermont. So this is somewhere by Vermont, right? Again, let's go back to what it really boils down to. Who does the race baiting profit? The first thing, and this is why I always say La Raza, the Mexican people, were some of the most easiest people, gullible people to manipulate. We're some of the easiest, gullible people to control. Look what they did to Cesar Chavez, most of the Raza. The man's not even alive to fucking defend himself, and they're already throwing him down a fucking tube in 2 or 3 days. The people that did that are the fucking weak, gullible Raza. But we're some of the most easiest people, you know what I mean, to manipulate. And you know who knows this? Politicians. Politicians. The racial division happening in the United States, especially on the internet. Mostly I'm talking about the internet, right? There's a difference between the internet raza and the real raza in the community. The real raza in the community, that's who I talk to. I'm in 4 or 5 living rooms every single day. People know what I do for a living. Helping people, you know, sell, buy, do all that stuff. They retire. The wife retires. They pay off all the cars. They pay off college. They buy a rental property, 2 rental properties, 2 ADUs. They call me to help make their financial wealth grow, right? That's what I get paid to do. So I'm in tune with the real raza. The real raza is not on their motherfucking phone all day. Let me see what's going on. Race baiting, race baiting, race baiting, race baiting, race baiting. So you know who it benefits? It benefits the politicians. 100%. Now, you may not understand, well, Mikey, how does it benefit the politicians? Gente, the politicians, if they could, they would solve all this problem, right? They will, but they don't. They rather keep a problem alive. If you keep racism alive and make your party look like the party that's anti-racism, guess what that does? It brings votes over to that political group. So they want to keep us divided. Keep the racism alive. Keep it alive. That's all it is. These pinchy pages right here, they know if they talk about race, they're going to get the views, the clicks, and the likes. Now, ending racism is real simple, gente. It's so fucking simple. This is going to blow you away when I say this shit. And I can already feel all the blowback I'm going to get. Oh, Mikey, let's cancel that. I'm already fucking canceled. I don't give a fuck. I'm already canceled. And I'd rather get canceled for telling the motherfucking truth, right? So anyways, let's say one political party, right? We just had Juneteenth, because people want to talk about racism, right? A lot of it derives from the story of slavery. I get it. You know what I mean? That slavery was some fucked up shit. I'm not saying slavery was something fucking cool. Something, man, shout out to Seeing Fake. That's right, my boy. Everlasting Bass, Raider Tommy, I appreciate you. Charlie, baby, I appreciate you, amiga. She's one of the members. Shout out to the members, man. We got the members only representing inside the chat. Got the special wrench. I appreciate you, amiga. Charlie, baby, I appreciate you. Gracias for supporting. I appreciate you. All right. We just passed Juneteenth, gente. I'm going to give you some motherfucking hard reality. And this is not a political campaign. This ain't motherfucking Chad Bianco for governor, even though I was going for Chad Bianco. I've never been a politician. I grew up in the fucking hood. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in around fucking, poverty. We had food stamps, roaches. Spent years in jail as a kid, spent years in fucking jail as an adult. I'm not no motherfucking polished politician. I'm not. So get that out of your head. When you think someone has a receipt, ain't no one got a receipt on me. Ain't no one put a motherfucking dollar and told me I'm not Dolores Huerta, okay?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And what I meant by Dolores Huerta is she doesn't say what she wants to say. She's very much funded by the DNC. But anyways, let's go back to Juneteenth. We just celebrated Juneteenth, right? Slavery happened over to the blacks, right? And they were not the only ones. Study world history. The Italians were slaves. The Irish were slaves. I mean, come on, you want me to keep going down the rabbit hole? Slavery has been everywhere. Native American, I want to call them indigenous, or people get mad. Well, I'm already fucking canceled, so fuck it. Native Americans, whatever, right? They had slaves. Everyone had slaves, right? But again, a lot of it is based on, the fucked up shit that happened to the slaves from Africa, right? So we just had Juneteenth, right? This is crazy. This is what I don't understand. So there's a political party, and I'm talking about Democrats. And again, this is not a political thing. I'm just speaking facts. If I don't speak a fact, then fucking call me out on it. Drop a comment right there. I'll read it right here. Got the iPad right here, right? Juneteenth marked the day that I think it's called Proclamation of Emancipation happened over to the Africanos, which is the black community, right? Okay. And the Civil War was based on slavery, right? It's not territory, slavery, right? What's crazy is you have one political party that 100% said, fuck that shit. We want slavery to remain. We want slaves to exist. We want to keep having slaves. And you know who that political party is? It's the Democrats. Again, I'm just stating facts. Don't get mad. I'm not throwing a campaign out there. You know what I mean? Mikey's fucking from the streets, man. Don't get it twisted, man. From the streets to the suites. That's what we talking about. All right. One political party said, oh, no, but that's the same political party that keeps racism alive. They love that shit, man. They love it, right? If you can divide the people, you can control the people, right? And so the brown community, I'm still talking about the black community right now, but the brown community, we're so fucking divided. It's so easy to divide us because shit, we'll go at each other's throats. Really on nothing. We just fucking want to run head up fades with each other for no reason because that tribalism's in our blood. But anyways, going back to Juneteenth, that marks slavery, right? And this race baiting is what politicians want to continue. Hey, we're for the people. That's the racist party. Well, if that's the racist party, you're pointing one finger at them. You're actually pointing three fingers right back at you, pendejos, because you were the party that wanted to keep slavery happening. Let's just not forget that, right? But anyways, this race baiting, those pages, we know who you are because every single video is about race. Every single post is about race. Let me keep it simple before we move on. You want to know how to end racism? You want to know 100% how it'll stop racism? Morgan Freeman said it. I'm not even going to fake the funk and think this is some kind of fucking clecha that I'm giving over to the people. Morgan Freeman laid it out so simple. You want to end slavery? Then simply stop talking about it. Oh, Mikey, I already see all the fucking backlash. Oh, Mikey, that's not true, Mikey. Da-da-da. Well, what is the fucking gabacho holding you back from? Let me know. Is the gabacho holding you back? You can't hustle because of the gabacho? You can't fucking, make phone calls because of the gabacho? Tell me how you're oppressed. You can't leave your house because of the gabachos? Every time I caught a case, it was never because of fucking gabacho. Ain't no gabacho make me shoot another brown man. Ain't no gabacho make me go and catch years as a fucking kid and almost miss all of high school except 6 months. Ain't no fucking gabacho made me go to the state pen. They were mostly the fucking guards, DAs, and judge and jury. But who put themselves in that situation? I'm asking the people. Are you always gonna blame someone else because you can't fucking hustle? You don't want to hustle? Keep it a buck. Now, what people want to do, though, let's talk racism. Because somehow, when they talk racism, it makes them feel empowered. Like, without racism, they don't talk about racism. It's like they need a boogeyman. It's like if they don't have a boogeyman, which is racism, right? Then they'll have to take responsibility for what they do. But instead, They rather not accept responsibility and be like, because of the fucking gabachos, I can't get a job. Because of the fucking güeros and gabachos, I can't do it. Gente, calma su pinche pedo. Let's not give this chick any more 15 minutes of fame. She said, let's call ICE on them. Of course, I don't agree with that. Of course, I don't agree with that. I also don't agree with illegal immigration. I also don't agree with illegal immigration. Why? Because it's breaking the law. Every time I broke the law, your boy was in the back of a cop car. Every time I broke the law, I had to stand in front of the pinchy judge and handle my business. Man up. You know, like my mom used to say, ponte los pantalones. Man up. It was never because of the pinche gabacho, but I put myself in that fucking situation. But it seems like some people need a boogeyman to exist in their life. Now, I get it. There's people that have absolute convictions for that. I get it, man. They have a plight. They have a pinchy sense of this is my calling. I got to go ahead and end racism. Well, shit, man. I mean, no fucking güero is going to stop you from getting a job, buying a house, fucking throwing a barbecue, enjoying a baseball steak, going to a football game. I just don't get it, man. I don't get some of you motherfuckers, man. I really don't, man. All right, let's keep it pushing. Actually, I'm going to go back to, I want to read some of the comments, so. What's good, people? Happy Friday. That's right, Daniel Berry Sports. I appreciate you, cabron. That's right, Ramiro Santibáñez. What's up with you, cabron? That's right. Barrio Tactis. What's up? Saludos, Mikey. What's the word with the American flag? That's right, cabron. You already know we had the 4th of July, you know. But what was happening on the 4th of July? On the 4th of July, almost like clockwork, right? The raza starts attacking each other, right? On the 4th of July, fuck it, let's talk about the 4th of July, right? 250 years of the greatest country in the world. Hey, you know what I mean? Now, I posted something on my page about, I think it was, YouTube. I posted something about the what my parents taught me. You see, when you get taught things like in real life, right? Say by mentors, parents, etc., right? That has more value to me than anything, you can close it, anything on the internet or what internet motherfuckers are going to say. What my parents taught me is a whole lot more valuable to me. But a lot of people blow with the wind, right? They jump on the internet. What are the cool kids saying? The cool kids are saying, fuck 4th of July. That's what the cool kids are. Is that right? Well, let me check it out. I never wanted to be a cool kid, right? But mostly the cholos, you know, in the school were, you know, no one fucked with them. And they were kind of the cool kids. The cholo, back in the 90s, the cholos were kind of the cool kids, you know what I mean? But, I mean, maybe there was another group of cool kids, right? I don't know. You know what I mean? I didn't go to school. I went to high school 6 months only. I never wanted to be inside of a group. So I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, right? So a lot of people were saying, fuck 4th of July. And I'm like, really? I mean, if you don't like what this country has to offer you, what the fuck you doing here then? See, I can say these things on the internet because I don't got to worry about getting canceled. I'm already fucking canceled. I'd rather go out on my shield, speaking the truth, than be one of these fake pendejos that are just going to papacharte, or one of these dudes that are just trying to act cool on the internet for likes, views, comments, and shit like that. I really don't. I don't care. I don't care if you fucking subscribed, unsubscribe, but I really don't give a shit. Because I'm just going to get it off my chest every single fucking time. Because I live in my community. And when I go down to my community, which is right, Salas, when I go down to my fucking community right over here, you should hear the people that tell me, thank you for keeping it real. And I know I knock cholos and I knock older cholos. I don't knock the youngsters because I respect the youngsters. It's their fucking game now. Handle it. Do it to the best of your ability. Hopefully you hit the brake before you catch life. Because you're going to snap out of it. And when you snap out of it, hopefully it's not too late, right? Hope you don't have an LWAP. But anyways, fuck 4th of July, fuck 4th of July. And I'm like, really? Really? I'm over here celebrating my freedom. I'm celebrating that I have a beautiful family. I'm celebrating that I have money in my pocket. I'm celebrating I got a fucking roof over my head, a box of metal, a car to drive. I mean, I'm not lacking in anything. And so that's what I'm celebrating. But for people to try to knock other brown raza, oh, you can't celebrate 4th of July, or remember this, remember that, or stolen land. Some people are still on the stolen land thing. Look, gente, tell me one fucking country that wasn't fucking invaded. Tell me one country that didn't fucking get colonized or conquered. Because back in the medieval times, it was all about conquering countries. And it was all about just fucking intermingling and mixing, right? If Mexicans, if Spain wouldn't have came to the continent of Mexico, which is modern day Mexico, the continent of America, your boy Chicano Tube wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? Anyways, on 4th of July, I celebrated it. We had a good old time. I played some music, but YouTube blocked the video. I put it in the members only for a little bit, and fucking YouTube 100% blocked it because we got too turned up. I mean, we were playing some pinche rolas. And I do fly the American flag. But I'm proud of the American flag, and I'm also proud of where I come from, which is Mexico. So don't ever get that twisted, okay? But anyways, for people that on 4th of July, like clockwork, you know, they're going to come and tell you, don't forget this, don't forget that. No, you don't forget that shit. Me, I'm fucking living the dream. I want to forget that shit. I don't know what you're talking about when you say oppression, because that oppression ain't happening over here. Okay? Everything I did to myself. And no one else did it. I'm not oppressed. I could buy another house if I want. I could buy another car if I want. I could switch careers, get another fucking job if I want. I could take my family on a trip. Where am I oppressed? Where? And I'm looking at myself. I'm like, fuck, man. I got it good, man. But people see the glory, but they don't know the story. Oh, Mikey, you ain't shit. No. Yeah, you believe that all you want, right? I'm just glad that not only do I have a business acumen, but I also got a street IQ, and I can mix both of them together. And that makes me just that much more on top of things, just that much more alert, aware, right? So miss me with the stolen land shit, gente. Bury that shit. Miss me with all that shit. I mean, what do you want to do? It just seems cool. You know what I mean? It's like we kicked off, we reinvigorated the whole Chicano movement. I did that. We did that shit. Before I came on here 2-3 years ago and started talking about Chicanismo, that shit was buried. All Chicanismo, before we came on board and started talking about it, that shit was just a mural. It was a cool fucking t-shirt. It was a cool little AI design on the internet, but no one was really pushing it, like moving it forward. I am the prime perfect example of a modern day Chicano. I am the actual dream of the founders of the Chicano movement. I am. How? Well, okay. I'm going to get a lot of backlash for that. You motherfuckers are going to tear me up for that one. I'm the manifest that we are. We're the manifested dream of the founders of the Chicano movement. Because the founders of the Chicano movement wanted us to get to a place where we can go into different sectors of the employment, go into different sectors of society. I mean, shit, if they call you a coconut, leave it all the way open. If they call me a coconut on the motherfucking internet, that's actually a compliment. Now, someone's going to be like, Mikey, how is motherfuckers on the internet, and really it's haters and trolls, but it's all good. You know, I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the videos you do and all that shit. It helps us. I wish you had more followers because it would bring more followers to us, but it's okay. Your little 200-300 followers. Because the forefathers of the Chicano movement wanted us, if you call me a coconut, then it's because I'm living the American dream. That's simple. Oh, that motherfucker's a sellout. If the reason you're calling me a sellout and a coconut is because you see me in some motherfucking fits going out to a good restaurant with my beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. I'm talking about like Carmel, fine dining. You see me out there at the Concours de Elegance, maybe with Big Herc. Shout out to Big Herc and Lisa and everyone over there. Big Herc 916. Shout out to you, my boy. You see us out there at the Concours de Elegance where they got $140 million cars being sold. $140 million. Why can we rub elbows with these pinche gabachos if we're oppressed? I thought we're oppressed. I thought it's stolen land. We can't get nowhere. We can't do nothing. That shit ain't reality. That shit is just an internet meme. All right. Enough. All right. Cálmate, Mikey, you're saying. Cálmate. Let me see. Hold on. What's the pinche? Oh, here it is. Can't even see it. Where? Oh, here it is. All right. Hold on. Oh, come on. I'm going to do it like this then. Cancel that. All right. Give me a second out there. All right, let's go back into the reactions you guys want me to talk about. Boom. Oh, this one. Okay. All right, you guys sent me a lot, man. Shit, we'll get to ICE. We'll get to all that stuff. Someone passed away, ICE. I get it. Some of the pinche peleas and all that stuff. Damn. All right, you guys want me to talk about this story? Let's check it out.
Smiling after brutally taking the life of a mother of 5. This is Caroline Pina, and she was actually attacked by this trio. Now, Cookie and Kitty are sisters. Leandro was one of their friends, and this trio tracked Caroline to a Sonic, where the brutal attack was caught on video. The 3 of them stabbed her multiple times. She was rushed to the hospital, put in emergency surgery, but she did not survive her injuries. The motive for this attack is still under investigation. We don't really know what the heck is going on here. But recent footage has come out of the sisters when they were arrested first. As you can see, this is Cookie, and as she's being escorted out, she's clearly smiling. A journalist on the scene even reported that once she was put in the car, she rolled the window down, she was sticking her head out the window, just sticking her tongue out, acting like this was a huge joke and all in good fun. This is her sister Kitty, also being arrested, and her demeanor in the same fashion.
Kitty,
no remorse. Caroline was a mother of 5. As I said, at this time, we don't know a motive for the attack. But what we do know is that there's something very sinister about these girls and their whole demeanor about what they did. I suspect there's going to be more updates on these girls, so hit that follow button so I can keep you updated.
Damn it, man. Damn it. So, is it Cookie, and Kitty, huh? I mean, damn, they're like, shit, they got my last name and shit. Chingado. You know, the little pinche primas went wild on this one, man. Shit. No, they're not the primas. Actually, I have family in Texas, in McAllen. I have family in McAllen and a couple places in Texas, right? So shout out to the familia over there. A lot of them are in law enforcement. A lot of them are actually bail bondsmen. I got some cousins, they're bail bondsmen, shit. They're in the county jail. Like right now, the bail bondsmen, the cousins that are bail bondsmen, it's probably cracking, right? It's Friday night. They're going to be at the jail all night. Saturday night, they're going to be at the jail all night. And next thing you know, it's 2-3 G's every person. 2-3 G's, 2-3 G's, 2-3 G's. So shout out to the primos over there in McAllen, man. I got a story in the members only. I think Charlie baby is in the house. You can go and check out that video. Charlie, it was a troll almost got jammed up, or I forgot what I titled it, but it was about a troll that was on the internet, and this fucking dude is still on the internet, and he's still commenting on channels and shit like that. It almost got real. I'll put something out there, right? I'll put something out there. To the point where I had some cousins find out who he was, his name, because he did, I'm not going to say it. He disrespected, though. and sent me a picture of the front of his house. And just to let you know how I am, because again, my mentality, I'm rehabilitated, I'm changed, I'm a 180 of who I used to be. I used to be the one creating issues and be the serious one, and now I'm the expressive, talkative. People call a fucking lame or you're whatever. You didn't want to know the Mikey from back then. You didn't want to know. That motherfucker would throw you in the trunk and drive around town with you in his trunk. You don't want to know that Mikey, right? But anyways, that it happened. That was Charlie Baby. That's a special video inside the members only. All right, so I'm joking. These aren't the cousins, but they have the last name Diaz. Kitty and Cookie. It's a sad situation. You have a mother, at least 3 babies, a mother of 3. They went over to the Sonic. They stabbed her, man. They stabbed her. You know what? They're laughing right now, right? This is almost something that I tell the youngsters all the time. Because the youngsters have tablets now. The youngsters are watching YouTube, okay? I've been going out. We just had the volunteer luncheon, okay, on Monday or Tuesday of this week. I've already been there more than 10 years, okay? I go over there with all the volunteers. You know, these are people from gang prevention, specialists, ministers, preachers, people from the city of Salinas, county of Monterey, all of us that are trying to curb this problem, right? Salinas is known for being the Mecca of Northern California, headquarters from Northern California, and all of that, which is, I mean, it is what it is, right? So we're trying to curb this thing. So this is something that I tell the youngsters all the time. You can laugh right now. Laugh. Laugh all you want. Okay? But about 5 or 10 years of staring at a cement wall. Okay? This is reality. 5 or 10 years down the road of opening up that motherfucking tray slot, grabbing food, having to live with another man. Of course, these are females, but I mean, you know, maybe female prisons might be like fucking, you know, country clubs. I don't know. But I'm talking to the men. This is what I tell the youngsters. 5 or 10 years of having to smell another man's body odor. 5 or 10 years of no contact with women. You're going to have to play with yourself. Play with yourself. 5 or 10 years. 5 or 10 years of eating shit for food that is the most processed, low nutrient food in the world, because they don't give a fuck about you. They're going to spend as least amount of money on feeding your ass because they already have to, they're pissed off. They have to babysit you every fucking day. Easiest thing for a guard to do is say, what's it called? Not fog count. Short staff. There it is. Short staff. No program because we're short staff. 5 or 10 years of lockdown. 5 or 10 years of not seeing your family. How about this? 5 or 10 years down the line. And this is what happened to me. And I'm not trying to tear up over here, okay? Don't get me emotional, cabrones. 5 or 10 years, and then your loved ones start passing away. You were living for the homies. 100% living for the homies, right? And then your mom dies. But you love the homies, right? You probably love the homies more than your mom. And then after your mom dies, this is what happened to me, your dad dies. But you love the homies more than your fucking parents, right? And then after your dad dies, this is what happened to me, your grandparents die. But you love the homies more than your fucking grandparents, right? Well, by the time 5 or 10 years pass by, you snap out of it. You realize, hey, my brain wasn't really fully developed. I was a teenager. I was gullible. I was dumb, but you took someone's life. Now, people get mad when I say this, but I'm going to stand on it. I will stand on it till my very last breath. If you take a life, you should do life. Serio pedo. If you take someone's life, why should you have the right? I don't care if it's 20 years later, 30 years later. If you take someone's life, what makes you think you have the right to continue to live your life how you want it? You don't have that right anymore. You took someone's life. The little primas right here, I'm joking around. They're not really the primas, but their last name is Diaz. These little primas right here, they took someone's life. They're laughing as they're getting arrested because they know that these little arrest photos are going to go viral. They're laughing, joking during the mugshot. They know that those mugshots are going to go viral. But let's go back to talking about the men. Say if this was two men, right? Okay, well, let's man the fuck up then. Hit the county jail, okay? Let's see how you do in the county jail. Because over here in the Monterey County, I'm going to tell you like this, man. The Monterey County jail is not like any other jail, all due respect. I've always been respectful. People know I have nothing but respect. I overly respect. I have too much respect because of the clecha that I got from the OGs. The Monterey County jail is so treacherous, some motherfuckers don't even make it to the Great Goose. They can't even hang in the fucking Monterey County. It's so fucking treacherous, man. You're stepping into an environment. I remember when I was 18, it was 99, and the first place I went to, they put me in K-Pod in the old county jail. I don't know where they were putting me. I don't give a fuck where they were putting me. I'm on my gang banging shit. It don't matter, you know. I'm not going to say nerves weren't there. It's 18. Now I'm around a bunch of old ass men with beards, bums that don't fucking shower, drunk paisas inside the holding tank. And people get mad when I say paisas. They're paisas, man. Come on, they're not paisas. Anyways, they stuck me in K-Pod. I was in K 4, 5, 16. I was in 16 upstairs to the left, right? Half the dudes are fucking mob affiliate, clicked up dudes. Half the dudes are clicked. This is my first time in the county jail, and this is where first time I ever experienced like real racism. Like this is where the homies were like, okay, it's this way, that way, this way, and that's it. And and I'm like, damn, I seen so many people get fucked off, man. So many people get fucked off, laying in pools of blood because they're idiots, they're stupid, they're jokers, they're laughing too much, they're talking too much, they're making light of things, they say things that people take as disrespect. And I'm like, these motherfuckers got sentenced to the pen, but couldn't even make it in the county jail. They had to roll it up. So let's see you make it to the county jail, and then let's see you get to prison. Let's see you hanging around all these convicts, which I get, times have changed, right? There was a time where prison was prison, right? I came home at the time where it was still prison. The paper clothes was barely coming in. I still was wearing fucking Levi's when I came home in the Folsom shirts. And the pinchy, the yellow belts and shit like that, right? Bob Barker's, Jap Flaps, and all that other shit. But then the paper closed. I was still there kind of on the back end, right? This is 2008. I came home. Let's see you survive that. I had a homie. Shout out to the compa Ray. Shout out to compa Ray, man. He came on the podcast a couple episodes ago. We had a homie. I mean, I even think Oompa might have known him too. Maybe even Carol knows him. Well, I know Carol's Carnal, who's the homie, knows him for sure. He did 23, 24 years. He got life without. Okay? Was never coming home. Life without means you're never coming home. You have to accept it, shed a tear maybe, and move on. This is my life. Everyone else is a visitor that has an out date. He was going to spend the rest of his life, right? Heinous crime, you know what I mean? It was what it was, right? His own homies, after 20-something years, he was clicked up in the mob. I don't want to say more than that. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Because that shit belongs behind the walls. These motherfuckers that come on the internet and talk all that crazy street shit on the internet, it blows me away. You got to be the biggest fucking moron, low IQ pendejo to come on the internet and give information about the streets, about hoods, about prison politics. You have to be the biggest fucking moron, pendejo on planet Earth to do that. And you guys know who they are without me even saying it. But it is what it is. His own homies took him out, man. After 23 years of loyalty, he got politicked against and got taken out, man. Can you handle that? I'm talking to the youngsters that want to go out there and run wild like these young ladies over here and take someone's life. Don't cry in front of that judge. Don't cry, because that judge is going to look you straight in your motherfucking face. And he's going to tell you, I adjudicate you to life without the possibility of parole, plus a second life sentence that, and if he's merciful, he'll say, run concurrent with your first life sentence. If he's merciful. If he's not merciful, he's going to say your second life sentence is going to run consecutive to your first one. I just had a little cousin, gente. This is some real shit now. Some real shit, man. Chingadera, I see you, my boy. I see you. This week's novelas, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Oh, okay, Charlie baby, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm gonna drop more. I haven't even gotten. I think I'm fucking still on a 90-day observation. 18 years old inside the Chicano story, and there's so many other videos that I could make. It's just rehashing old shit. If I did those videos, Charlie baby, on the internet, they would get thousands and thousands of views. Just like if I was a motherfucker on here that would talk about stolen land, racism, I would have a fucking million followers right now. But because I told the raza the truth, which the truth hurts and they don't want to hear, ain't no one oppressing you but yourself and your motherfucking mind. Because I tell Raza the truth, they call me a sellout and a coconut. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, right? Anyways, his own homies took him out, man. That's how cold the game is, man. It's a cold. So these girls, again, they're laughing right now. But let's get an update on Kitty and Cookie 5-10 years from now. And no one's going to fucking care. They're going to forget about them. Just like they're going to forget about you. Yeah, you. They're going to forget about you. They don't give a fuck about you. Look at Alex Enamorado. They don't give a fuck about Alex Enamorado. He's been locked up for 3 years. Now, he could have been out if he would have took the 5-year deal. He doesn't want to take a 5-year deal. I don't know what's going through Alex Enamorado's head. I don't know all the facts, nor do I claim to know his life, all the facts to his life or anything like that. But from what I understand is he's not a U.S. citizen. And if he's not a U.S. citizen, after he goes to the state pen, after he goes to the prison, state prison, he's going to get an INS hold. And the feds are going to pick him up. So I don't know if Alex Enamorado, what his end game is. But he can't stay if he's not a U.S. citizen. You think you're going to be able to win your fucking case and stay here? You would be the first cabron to ever do that. The first one, and it ain't happening. I mean, why? Because he went to the mayor's fucking house. He went to the main sheriff of San Bernardino County's front porch, picketing pitchforks. And I'm just joking. They didn't have pitchforks, but you know what I mean. They don't give a fuck about Alex Enamorado. Nobody does. The only one that gives a fuck about him is his close loved ones, man. Now, he did a lot of good for the street vendors, right? He's not a perfect man, so he's not Jesus, you know. I didn't agree with a lot of his politics. You know, Alex Enamorado, you know, he said that your children are safer at a drag show, a trans drag show, than they are in a Christian church. I don't agree with that. He was a devout atheist. You know, we used to just, you know, blaspheme and say things about God. And you know, he had it good while he had it good. Now, in hindsight, it's better than foresight. I'm sure he regrets a lot of things. He could have organized differently. Didn't have to get into any kind of mob tactics. He could have organized differently. But I get it. Some other people are like, fuck it, burn the whole place. I will burn your fucking house down. Don't burn my house down. Burn your fucking house down. How about that? But they don't give a fuck about him. They already forgot about Alex Enamorado. He's gone. He's done. He's cooked. He's going to do time in the pen, and then they might send him to the feds, and he's gone and he's done. If I were him, I'll take the 5 years and get my ass out, and I could still be on social media. And now I just can't be in the United States. If you hate the United States, and this is the land of fucking racism, why do you even want to be here? I mean, I don't know. But anyways, all right. Enough 15 minutes of fame for the Kitty, the Diaz sisters, the Pinche Primas. You guys are wilding out. And it's a very tragic case, man. Tragic case. Okay. What do you guys send me photos of this shit for, man? Well, damn, this is 4th of July. I guess somewhere. I'll answer your question right now, chingaderas. Oh. You guys are wild. What is this? Is this Harris Ranch over there in Coalinga? A lot of people like going to Harris Ranch in Coalinga on the 198. Is this Harris Ranch? I never been to Harris Ranch. If this what goes down at Harris Ranch, Compa Ray, he always invites me, and I'm not talking about, it's another Compa Ray. He always invites me over to Harris Ranch. If this what goes down at Harris Ranch, I want nothing to do with the cabrón. Okay, it was just a squabble. Okay, you guys just wanted me to react to fights. I mean, come on, what do you want me to say, man? Let's act our age, not our shoe size, I guess, and that's it, right? All right, let's check this out.
I gotta get the achievement. I gotta get the achievement 4K.
I'll answer your question right now, chingaderas.
Shit.
This is after the Mexico versus England game.
Dile.
I think it's Santa Ana, downtown Santa Ana. Oh, girl right there's getting feisty. Yeah, right here with the white blouse. She's getting a little feisty there.
Oh,
Barely
shit.
looks 18. Maybe she's not even 18. I don't know.
Dale. Oh, shit.
I'm assuming she's 18. I mean, she's a fucking... Oh, damn. Damn. Whoa. Shit, man. Shout out to Santa Ana, man. You guys don't play. Look at there. Hector's on Broadway. Oh, shit.
Tu bolsa.
It's a good little 3-on-3.
Con la bolsa, dale.
Dale. This fool talking about dale way. You're a fucking lame for telling him dale. I'll tell you that.
Hey, I got the achievement 4K.
It's a fucking lame.
I gotta get the achievement.
All right, let's talk about this for a little bit.
4K. Oh shit.
Watch it one more time. Hold on.
Dile.
Now this dude's just egging it on now. Don't be that fucking lame that just eggs this shit on. Don't be that lame, man. Of course, people love the beefs, right? It's the drama. People love the drama, right?
Oh shit. Dale. Pero dale. Oh shit.
How about if someone just came in and socked that fool in the mouth that's recording while he's saying dale, and then he gets his fucking teeth knocked out? I wonder if he would keep saying dale. So downtown Santa Ana, Hector's on Broadway. I actually know the owners of Hector's on Broadway. They're related to a friend. Shout out to Ernie O in Santa Ana. And that's his cousins that own Hector's on Broadway. His cousin is actually fucking, or his uncle was Hector.
Dale con la bolsa.
Okay, dale con la bolsa. I mean, I don't know, man. This guy's like, dale con la pinche bolsa. It's wild. Mexico got eliminated by England. You know what was funny as hell? It was funny. It was the Bulldog videos on the internet that day. The Bulldog videos had me absolutely cracking up. So before the game, people that have English Bulldogs, most Bulldogs are English, right? They were putting the Bulldogs out of the house, throwing their beds, throwing their fucking bags, like, get the fuck out, until Sunday or whatever, right? And that was some of the most hilarious. That's why the internet is it's so entertaining, man. It really is. And then after England won, then you got the dudes with Mexican jerseys on the front of the house. Please let me in, please. And the Bulldog is behind the door screen now, looking at the dude that lost Mexico. I mean, I thought that shit was hilarious, man. So, yeah, Mexico got eliminated. They had a really good team, and they went farther than they've ever gone in 24 years. Now, if they would have won the knockout round to go into the quarters, then that would have been the furthest they've gone in 40 plus years. But to get to the Sweet 16, they don't call it that, but I call it that. To get to the 16 round, this is the knockout round, that was 24 years. Mexico, a lot of people say Mexico is the fucking Raiders of the fucking, of the World Cup. You know what I mean? I know you see the World Cup trophy, though. That's a new addition over here. See the World Cup trophy? There it is right there. A new addition to the studio, the World Cup trophy. I got that one in Mex and SoCal's happening this month, and so it's been busy, man. But anyways, back to this one right here. I mean, what do you want, man? People getting drunk, throwing chingazos. I mean, people can't handle liquor. That's why I don't go out, man. I don't go out to places, man. Even I remember when I took the wifey to date night to go see Jenny 6ix9ine. She came, was it in February? And I remember Gold Toes called me up that morning. I talked to Gold Toes. Shout out to Toes. Shout out to Gold Toes doing it big, man. Bigthings.com. Gold Toes has a lot of haters too. Motherfuckers hate, and I get it, man. If it's the street shit, I get it, bro. I get it. But I'm 100%, because of my work with the youngsters, I can't be on the fence. I can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot on the streets, and 1 foot over here. If I'm living a civilian life, baseball steaks, barbecues, and fucking hot dogs, and I'm doing business, I'm going to do business with who I want to do business, and Gold Toes is going to do business with who he wants to do business with. Plus, these motherfuckers that are, again, going back to this, these dudes that are on the internet talking street shit, you look like the most lamest pendejos on the internet. Whatever happened to professionalism, whatever happened to street code? You ain't got no more street code. You're giving the whole motherfucking thing out on the internet to act tough. This internet thing, it's a trip, man. It's a trip. But shout out to Gold Toes, man. I'll see him in December. Me and Umpanak and the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. And maybe Carol. I don't know if Carol wants to go to the holiday party. But we all got invited on the podcast directly and from Gold Toes. So shout out to Toes. Anyways, I went over to see Jenny 6ix9ine, and I seen like 4 or 5 homies that I knew. And it wasn't even the homies that went. These are homies from back in the day, right? Like, hey, what do you they call me by the gang nickname and shit like that, right? Hey, what's going on, man? But they see my energy. You see what I'm saying? People know what tip I'm on and what energy I give. When I went to the club with Jenny 6ix9ine and me and the beautiful, smoking, sexy hot wife, I was in a fucking suit. I'm wearing a fucking $1,000 suit. I'm not over here trying to project like I'm bad. Man, it's too many years of that bullshit. You know what I mean? But I did have some people, hey, Chicano Tube, and all that. One guy bumped into me, Chicano Tube, what's going on? Boom, he spilled some drink on my fucking shoe, man. And when that happened, is at that moment I realized this is why I don't go out no more, man. Now, maybe I was him 30 years ago. I mean, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, maybe. I don't think I was, because back then, anyone that got out of pocket, you're getting served. Your own homies are going to serve you because you're making them look bad. But again, it's the 90s, whole different time, whole different era, right? That's why I don't go out, man. Shit like this happens. I'll tell you what, man. The dudes, or even dudettes, even the ladies, some of the ladies are crazy and shit. Shout out to Loca. Loca did 9 years. Shout out to Loca. She's the official ring girl, matter of fact. The official ring girl, you know what I mean, of the series of fighting. And you'll see Loca in Upland, okay, on September 12th. I had about a dozen people that came to the fight just because Loca was going to be the ring girl. And so you guys will come back and see Loca again. Don't worry, we got Loca. We got Loca. We locked her in. She's locked in. Loca and her homies and the homies. Loca and friends, Loca and homies, however you want to say, will be in the house, right? You know, you still have people that know how to carry themselves. But us that's seen the most action, yeah, we don't go out like that no more. We seen so much fucking action where we want to stay home. You know what I mean? We want to be homebodies, okay? We seen too much action. The people that go out and ain't had enough action still want to be on the block, still want to be out there, or even the lames that come on the internet, because there's a lot of you lames that are on this internet acting tough. The 50-year-old gang bangers, the 60-year-old gang members, okay? I'm talking to you. That's actually toxic as fuck to be 50, 60-year-olds in a gang. And then they wonder when their kid gets shot. How did that happen? I don't know. Anyways, we've seen so much action. Yeah, we're homebodies now. Okay, we're homebodies. Yeah, we just want to stay home. Anyways, all right, let's keep it pushing, you guys. Let me go ahead and go back. I want to answer this one. Who is Alex Enamorado? Let me take the reaction off the screen. Who is Alex Enamorado? Alex Enamorado was a part of the Justice 8. You want to go back and look online, Google the Justice 8. He got arrested on a plethora. Here's the word of the day, plethora. Calmate. The word of the day, plethora. He got a slew, there's another one, plethora of charges, right? Conspiracy, mayhem. There was some aggravated charges as far as, you know, putting people on their knees and you know, doing shit like that to, you know, just kind of, it was a little extra. It was just a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much, right? Not the assembling, because, you know, we're in a country where you can assemble. But, you know, heckling, mocking, and all that shit. I mean, you go and heckle and mock the fucking chief of police in Salas and see how that works out for you, okay? But he was actually passing out mace to the street vendors. He was coming up with networks so the street vendors can fucking hit a button, make a phone call, and have people rushing over there when they need help. He actually gave to the street vendors. You know, he helped them also when something would happen against one of the street vendors, they would get attacked. You know, he would organize where they would sell out the whole fucking card. He would bring people over there, use his social media. Again, I didn't agree with his politics, but politics don't mean shit. Politics don't mean shit. I mean, gente, if you judge a motherfucker by who he voted for as a president, you got to be a lame-ass, stupid-ass, ignorant-ass pendejo. Who they voted for president? So politics don't mean shit. That doesn't make him a piece of shit. What makes you a piece of shit is your heart. That's what makes you a piece of shit, okay? And so he did a lot of good, okay? Now, a lot of people call him a political prisoner. It probably is a political prisoner. Now that I think about it, he probably is, man. Because those charges, even though I believe they're substantiated, I mean, if they're not, then fuck, he really is a political prisoner. I mean, I think they have some kind of evidence. If not, a good-ass lawyer will get him free. But again, he has an INS hold, so they're just going to deport him to, I think he's from El Salvador, or he's from Central America. I don't think he's Mexican, or he could be Mexican. I don't know, nor do I care, right? So he did some good, but he got caught up because he pushed a little bit too much, man. He got a little bit too crazy. Maybe, you know, you're feeling good, like you could do anything. But you got to tread lightly, especially if you're in this country illegally. Now, people are going to get mad, you know, fucking sellout. Yeah, I am a fucking sellout, so what? I'm going to tell you, if you want to call me a sellout for telling you the truth, me vale madre. Coconut, I actually like coconut, you know what I mean? That means, oh, shit. I went from the hood, gang banging, shooting motherfuckers, tying up families and houses, home invasions, all the shit that I regret, that the blood of Jesus has washed me from, that I've repented from. I went from that to the internet calling me a sellout coconut because I'm hanging around gavachos that make 7 figures that are helping me elevate, that are giving me game. If these gavachos really hated me and hated fucking Mexicanos and brown people, why would they give me the fucking recipe to build generational wealth? Oh, maybe it's just the internet. You think? All right, so that's Alex Enamorado, and he says Alex Enamorado is, well, I don't want to say he's a joke way. You know, he has family. His wife. I follow his wife. I think is on TikTok. She's the only one going to court for him, man. They left him. They forgot about Alex Enamorado. Ain't no one backing him up. You see what happens at the end of the day? Who do you got? Your loved ones, right? Anyways, all right, let's keep it pushing. I want to read some more comments, and then we'll go back into more Chicano reactions, all right? We're live on YouTube, live on Twitch, and we're live on Facebook. And I'll put out the Twitch because you guys are wanna see the fight, not just see the fight, hear the fight. And then we don't want any kind of restrictions. I want to play music because actually what I want to do for Mexican Independence Day is we're going to have walk-in songs. So they're going to walk in songs. So we're going to have lighting, AV visuals, kind of like the EBK, man. Rest in peace, EBK. Kind of like the Pony Boy, EBK, and versus stories written by a current prisoner fight. We had Aztec dancers. We had special entrances. We didn't have music on that one because we had Aztec dancers. But when Cholo Trucker fought Buzz from Yard Recall, they had special songs, you know what I mean? They had Mac Dre was one, and Cholo Trucker came in with a badass fucking Chicano rola from La Misión. I forgot what it's called. Oh, Shay's Garage. La Misión, Shay's Garage. I don't know which one is the fucking artist, which is the name of the song. One of them is the artist, one of them is the song. I don't know. Shay's Garage and La Misión, one of them is the other one. But we're going to do that again, right? Charlie Baby says, the guy behind the camera is in the kicking fight shit. Stupid ass cochino. Yeah, amiga, it's you know, he's a guy that's trying to egg on fights again. I don't go out in public for this reason. You know, I'm not scared of anyone. I'm scared of me. I'm scared of what I might do to someone. You see what I'm saying? That's me. Those are those demons that I've, you know, suppressed for the last years. And that's why if someone calls me a lame on the internet, that's another compliment I take. Because I look at lame on the internet as the energy I'm giving off. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm giving off the fucking square energy because that's good. You know, my kids see this. You know, my children, you know, my daughter tells me at the high school, you know, half of them know me. And they ask her, is your dad blah, blah, blah. Call me a lame. I'm glad. I take that as a fucking compliment. That means I'm giving off the right energy. But yeah, he's trying to egg on a fight. What was your placazo? Hey, that's some members only shit, everlasting base. I will say this though. I ended up getting placazo initials behind the calves. I don't know if there's a video of the back of my calves. I didn't cover that up. I'm not going to cover fucking everything up. I just wanted to cover. A lot of people ask me about the tattoos. Oh, you ain't shit. I'm glad. Good. See, that's another compliment as well. You should have left the tattoos, stayed gangbanging 1,000 years. You should have stayed in prison on a level 4. You should have. I'm glad that they're saying that because no, motherfucker. What I wanted to do is get a whole new paint job. Okay. And turn into a new man. Okay, the Bible says, any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. 2 Corinthians 5:19. Behold, old things passed away. All things have become new. I'm a new man. I'm a new creature in Christ. Okay, so the new creature ain't coming off trying to provoke anybody because really, I'm not scared of anybody. People from Salinas, nothing but hunters and killers over here. There's no beta males in Salinas. These are all alpha male hunters, killers. You ain't never going to find a dude from fucking Salinas coming on the internet, gang banging, talking about street politics, prison politics. That shit don't happen. If anyone from Salinas ever came on the internet and started giving away the fucking secret sauce, the inner workings of the hood, Hood vlog, they'll never do a hood vlog in Salinas. Never do a hood. That's ratting, straight ratting. That motherfucker would not be living in Salinas too much longer. He would have to pack his shit, call me to sell his house, and I'll sell his house for top dollar. You know what I'm saying? I'll sell his house for more than asking price and get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. So, again, it just blows me away, right? I don't even know how I got to that. How do I got to my point? We need a hot mix, Mikey, something I could bump at work. I work in the 831. Absolutely. Hey, get a hold of me on Instagram. Get a hold of me, cabron, because I actually have an old SoundCloud account when I was DJing. Before I jumped on YouTube, I was DJing on during COVID when we're all on lockdown. I did a reggae mix, freestyle mix, rap mix, gangster rap mix, like 2 or 3 of those. I even did a Hot Boy Cash Money mix. I did several mixes. Ramon Ayala. I did the one, for my mom. When my mom passed away, I put together a Vicente Fernandez, an hour and 45 minutes. Bro, this Vicente Fernandez mix will have you drink the whole fucking bottle, bro. Not only are you going to drink the whole bottle, you're going to eat the pinche culebra, way. You're going to eat the fucking worm of mezcal after it, bro. The Vicente Fernandez mix will make you fucking cry like a baby and drink alcohol. The Ramon Ayala mix will make you slap everybody. I mean, slap chavalas left and right, you know. But get a hold of me, and what I do is I'll send you the link, and all you got to do is download SoundCloud. SoundCloud is just the MP3 format. It's a music library. And then you'll be able to have my exclusive mixes, bro. And I got badass reggae ones. I mean, bad ones. This is all 90s shit, bro. I grew up on oldies, primarily old school, rap, reggae, freestyle. Those are the 5. And if I was stuck on a desert island and I only had one genre of music, I could only pick one. I named all my favorites: oldies, old school, rap, freestyle, reggae. If I can only have one genre of music, this is the Chicano in me talking, I would go with oldies, strictly oldies, man. I would be a happy man the rest of my life if I just listened to oldies. I just believe that that's the epitome of the Chicano culture, that it represents the Chicano culture, which is us growing up. I'm a first-generation Mexican-American growing up in the barrios, and that was the sound of the barrios, man. Every time we walked up to a house party in Salinas, I don't know why, it seemed like they were always bumping Mary Wells. The Mary Wells Greatest Collection, mostly oldies, you know. My favorite song, damn, it's hard, man. Someone asked me one time, hey, what's your favorite oldies, old school song? Damn, I would have to say my favorite oldies, old school. It's kind of both. I would say, probably Outstanding by the Gap Band. That'd probably be my favorite one. But anyways, get a hold of me. I'll get you that mix way. Is the new Phoenix Flexing song AI, is it any good? I don't know, my boy. I apologize. I know a lot of these Raza platforms talk about rap because it's a way to get numbers, man. I'm not knocking rap. Rap is trash nowadays. All Chicano rap is trash. I mean, I'm just going to keep it a buck. All Chicano rap is trash. We can't rap. We can't rap for shit, gente. The Raza can't rap for shit. I just got to keep it a buck with you that we're a guess in rap. The Raza is guess in hip hop. That's not our culture. I mean, like wearing gold teeth. That's not fucking our culture. Cutting your hair the way with all kinds of lines and all kinds of shit. I mean, I don't know what culture those things are, but you know, when I see a Mexicano wearing cornrows, that's not our fucking culture. So again, I'm not knocking it. People just call me an older head when I keep it a buck. We don't say the N-word. I mean, if you said the N-word over here in Salinas, that's a problem. That's an issue. That's not our culture. That disrespects that culture. We shouldn't be saying the fucking N-word on the internet. Are you kidding me? You say the N-word, you're going to have problems. Where I'm from, you're going to have a lot of problems. Okay? But anyways, so I don't know about the new Phoenix Flexing song, but what I'm saying is that a lot of pages promote the rap culture, and it's actually negative toward the youngsters. Now you got little youngsters that want to be rappers. I'm not saying they can't be rappers, yeah. But when I hear a little 10-year-old, 12-year-old talking about dropping bodies, riding for the hood, catching an L, smoking ops, their names. I'm not knocking the youngsters. I'm just bringing to light what the reality is of the new generation. Look at their names now. Killer, Little Murder, Little Op Hunter. But again, all Chicano rap is trash, and that's not to be biased. I said all, man. SoCal, NorCal too. NorCal, we had Chicano rap. We had the Dark Room. That was trash. Come on, gente. Dark Room Familia was absolute fucking garbage, man. That was some trash-ass music, man. I'm not saying some of it didn't bump, but shit, most of us just bought the CD for the cover. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with the gente. Even the Damu Riders, right? Obviously, I'm from Salinas, and it's a 95% red city. It's the first Northern California established stronghold. It's the first city ever in Northern California that was banging the red movement. The youngsters know the history. This goes all the way back to the 60s. If you didn't know what I'm talking about, well, I just gave you some members only nuggets. So we bought the Damu Riders 1 and part 2 just to have the fucking CD cover. You know what I mean? That was it. But that was actually better music, man. Shout out to Little Hawk. Hoodstocks interviewed Little Hawk. I started following him on IG. Little Hawk, the famous Pyru or Damu. Man, Little Hawk can rap his ass off. But the homies or the Brown Raza, we can't rap for shit, man. We can't rap for shit. Got to go get my cannabis. Hey, I haven't even smoked, bro. I haven't even taken a break all day. I just jumped straight. Well, I drove over here. I had to drive over here to the studio. And I drove over to the studio, but I think I'm gonna go to the Monterey house tonight. I might spend the night at the Monterey house. I think I want to wake up at the beach tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm in the studio right now, so fuck it. Let's run it, man. I hope your placazo wasn't El Chochi Loco. What in the world is that, man? That sounds like a motherfucker that sniffs bicycle seats, man. That's like the Maniaco Minds. Don't put me in the same basket with Maniaco Minds, right? There was this one stupid ass, lame ass. He turned into a hater. You know what I mean? He was cool with me. And again, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. I grew up in Salinas where we fought each other more than we fought enemies. We fought each other. I threw fucking more fades with friends than I ever did with ops on the opposite side of the color bar. More fades. You know what I mean? It's like getting hating on is nothing new. When that song came out, the Loonies, I don't know what year it was. Why you wanna play your hate on me? Play your hate on me. Why you wanna play your hate on me? It hit close to home to all the homies, man. All the homies. So there was this one lame-ass pinchy podcaster, and someone told him this, right? I won't say his name. I'm not going to give him no clout. And someone told him, would you rather be American Cholo, blah, 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 whack 100, or would you rather be in Maniaco Mind's shoe and fucking get a little girl pregnant? And he said that he'd rather be Maniaco Minds and get a little girl pregnant than be American Cholo getting punked or some shit. So I'm glad you hated on me. You just put your true colors out there. You're fucking the pendejo of the year. Some clout chasing old ass man ain't got shit to do. All you got left is the internet, man. That's all you got left. All right, let me see. All right, let's go back to, let's read some more comments, though. Mac Ryan, that's right, man. That's right. Hey, that's right, P-Dog. Hey, I appreciate you, P-Dog. Hey, P-Dog, man. Nothing but love, man. You ever want to have a conversation on shit? Sell out. The motherfucking sellout is live right here. Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it. How about the sellout and you have a little friendly debate? Or the coconut and you have a little friendly debate? How about that, man? Because if a motherfucker wants to put a hat on, you're in a free country where you could put a hat on. I don't give a fuck about no hat. Well, a lot of us did wear red hats. Actually, the hats we used to wear were the UNLV ones. We used to buy those at actually the college shop. We used to go to Pier 39 in San Francisco. The NFL shop was at the bottom, and the college shop was on top. We used to go over there, get Nebraska jerseys, UNLV hats, and all that other shit. But I'm not here to talk politics, but I can talk politics because I really don't give a fuck. I'm not led by my emotions. I'm led by what's called common sense. And common sense ain't raining too much. So I'd rather be the sellout fucking coconut that tells you the truth. Ain't no gavacho holding you back. Ain't no gavacho holding me back. I was a motherfucking gang member that did fucking like a dime. Okay, a lot of calendars. Ain't no gavacho ever told me to shoot a motherfucker. I shot someone because I wanted to. Ain't no gavacho told me to tie up a family in their house. I did that because I wanted to. Okay, so miss me with all that shit. Okay, the president. You got to be a lame ass motherfucker to worry about who someone voted for. Rest with the angels to your parents. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Amiga, don't you're trying to get me tearied up on here, man. I tearied up on here. Let me see. How you gonna do dark rum like that, man? Yani chingas, Mikey. Oh shit, man. It's trash, bro. Bro, my favorite rapper is Too Short, bro. I grew up on Too Short. I was walking 1992, 93, when the Chronic album came out. I was walking to high school with the Walkman. You used to have the little the headphones were like little fucking sponges right here, right? Little black ones with the wire, bro. This fucking wire used to come out of the Walkman headphones and stab my fucking temples, bro. The headphone thing would stab my temples, bro. And I had inside my tape deck, Get In Where You Fit In. I had Get In Where You Fit In, RBL Posse, A Lesson to Be Learned. Shit, those are the tapes that I had, bro. But Darkroom was absolute trash and garbage. You know what I mean? But that's our Northern California Chicano rap. It's all trash, bro. That's not our culture. Rap music does not belong to la raza. It's not. Okay? Now someone's gonna say, "Oh, Mikey, you said oldies is your favorite." Yeah, oldies is my favorite genre. Oh, but most of it is black. Well, if it is what it is, then it is what it is. I'm telling you, that was the sound of the barrio. That was the sound that was always in the neighborhoods all the time. I don't know why. It was always the Mary Wells Greatest Collection or shit like that. But anyways, I don't know where I got off on that, man. Jesus por vida, that's right, my boy. It's actually a convention at church. It's a 3-day convention. It started tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to the first half of the convention. I think it starts like at 8:39. And it's like the big convention at church. So it's the one where they preach, and then they have a meal, and then they preach again for the evening, and then they go all the way to the night, right? I'm going to go in the morning, and then at 2 o'clock, I'm going to go over to the gym because we got fights tomorrow. So if anyone is in the 831, you want to see some chingazos, you want to see the next generation of pro fighters, the young lions, come over 285 East Alisal. I think it starts at 12 or 2 o'clock, but you can go ahead and message Danny Corona or go to Rock Boxing Gym on Instagram, and the flyers are up and all that shit. I mean, I'm there in the gym, training the youngsters, being there. Just really my main goal is to keep the lights on at the gym because it's really an after-school program. Most of the youngsters come and they're gang banged out, Dickies, Ben Davis. Most of them maybe have straps, you know what I mean, in their backpacks and shit like that. I don't let them walk home. I give the youngsters a ride home, man. Where are you guys going? I'm going to Del Monte. Fuck no. You're going to walk from here, which we're already in the hood and on Alisal. You're going to walk from here to Del Monte is like a fucking kill zone. You want to get killed? Fucking walk to Del Monte Avenue. Hell no. Give me 15 minutes. Get ready. Drop the youngsters off, man. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to be over there tomorrow. Bro, what the heck are you wearing? I ain't wearing shit, bro. I'm wearing a fucking muscle. This is a muscle tank top. I'm wearing these jeans that I got from the fucking Boot Barn. I don't know what they're called, James something, 1978 fucking jeans from the Boot Barn. Boot Barn is over there on the north side. I don't know, man. I never called you a sellout, but I do have criticism of your narratives. Hey, I appreciate that, and we're open to all criticism, man. Absolutely. P-Dog, I think we could have a good conversation, man. If you ever want to have that conversation, let's go, man. Because I started this video off. The first clip I reacted to was racism. And I'll debate anyone. There ain't no motherfucking racism. That racism is in your head, and that racism is on your lips. You're looking at someone that got it out of the mud, man. I got everything out of the mud. I had everything stacked against me. The district attorney called me. The district attorney called me the poster boy for gangs. And now I'm living the American dream. The American dream is very much alive if you want it. If you don't want it, well, shit, go somewhere where they got it. Everyone talking shit about the USA. What's holding you from leaving? Get the fuck out then. I'm just saying, if you're talking shit about a place, why would you want to stay here? Oh, this is stolen land. This is stolen land. Okay, then who did it belong to? Mexico? Well, shit. Who did it belong to before the Mexicans? Because Mexico became a country in 1821. This continent wasn't established in 1821. So whose was it before 1821? A lot of people that are talking about stolen land ain't even got blood ties to the indigenous people that were in the North Americas. Their blood ties are to fucking Central America. Their blood ties might be to fucking South America, or their blood ties might take them directly to Mexico. They don't have no blood ties in North America, but they really want to hang and rag on North America. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. I don't use the word solid. It's all good, way. It's all good. I love the clam chowder, sourdough bread, bowl bombed it. Yeah, that's right, cabron. Gomez, Northside, San Ho. I don't know if I'm saying it right, or if it is Northside, San Ho, but you know, I think it's Northside, San Ho. So yeah, we got Monterey over here with the wifey. The wifey studios on Cannery Row, right above Sly McFly's. So you go down to the Fish Hopper or Sly McFly's. They both got fire clam chowder in that sourdough bread bowl. Not all of them are sourdough bread. I think you could choose different breads, but that shit's fire, man. All right. He says, Alex says, I thought your favorite rapper was Yance. Oh, shit, man. Oh, shit. Nah, some people have sent me that clip, bro. I'm not going to talk about the runner. I don't want to talk about that piece of shit, man. That piece of shit is, well, for one, he burned me for 10 G's, piece of shit. And for two, that's how I got most of the trolls on the internet. I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck. Most of the trolls on the internet I got because I what's it called? I ring announced the runners fight with Cholo Trucker. Most of the trolls came after me for that. Then they started coming after me for people that I have fight inside my promotion. Don't ever let another man cut your bag off. Don't ever let it. If you can make a motherfucking bag, I'll put 6'9" in that motherfucking ring versus Sammy the Bull Gravano. See what kind of numbers that'll do. What's your favorite word? Orale Ronald Dragon. That's a good question, Way. What's my favorite word? Let's talk slanguage, right? Calo, some people call it, whatever, slanguage. I'm not gonna pick an American word. I just for the sake of, you know, keeping it raza. My favorite word is probably orale. Orale. Because orale has about 10 to 15 different meanings. You agree with something, orale. You disagree with something, orale. You like something, orale. You don't like something, orale. So maybe it's that one. And if you don't know what that word is, well, stick around, man. We kick this Chicanismo thing all the time, man. Juan Casas 13, that's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Let's go back to the reactions. I think I was kind of hanging on a little too long. I was reading the comments, getting lost in the sauce, gente. I was getting lost in the sauce. All right, let's go back to the reactions. You guys wanted me to react. Run it, run it, run it. All right. Damn, this one came from, oh, shit. All right, so let's talk about this now. So anyways, boxing superstar David Benavidez right now is having a little bit of a spat, and it's looked like it's out in public, man. It really is out in public. People don't like their business talked about out in public. But if it's out in public, we're going to talk about it, right? Like I'm going to say this, right? Because someone sent me a clip. And no, actually, I got a couple DMs because the editor, he clipped a couple, he pulled a couple clips from our last Chicano Street Live with Oompa, Knock, and Carol. And one of them had a podcaster in the background, and I got like 5 or 6 DMs. Mikey, you didn't talk about that podcaster. Oh, why are you holding back? Shit, I ain't holding back from nothing. You know what I mean? It was like when American Cholo, when he said that he was surprised when Maniaco Minds, who got a 14-year-old girl pregnant, who's like 10% raza and 90% European, but he talks about la cultura, our people, our raza, our gente, Chicanos, raza, people. Motherfucker, you're 90% European. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just wear it with your chest and say it out loud, right? But someone sent me, let me take these comments off. I'm blocking my face, wait. Someone said there was a podcaster by the name of Mega Man, right? We're going to talk about it. Damn, I didn't bring my water? Shit, where's my water at? Mega Man, right? This podcaster named Mega Man, right? Someone sent me a clip, and then, you sent me a clip. I didn't talk about it. Maybe I did skip over it because of time constraints, or maybe I didn't want to talk about it during Chicano Street, but now I'm going to talk about it, right? So someone sent me a photo, and it's a podcaster, right? And just like American Cholo said, he goes, man, I was kind of surprised. I thought you fuck with that dude, Maniaco Minds. You're the first dude to do a video. Now, this is not American Cholo's words, but this is kind of what he paraphrases said. He was surprised I did a video, but I was the first guy. And I'm going to say, absolutely, I did talk to him. On the phone once, maybe. That was it. I don't think by DMs, period. And he's never been on the platform, so there was no video I had to delete, or because I absolutely would have deleted the shit out of that, because we don't condone that, because I'm a father. If you're a father and you're okay with grown men getting little girls pregnant, go ahead and go over there, because that's where they hang out over there. I don't give a fuck what he's talking about. I don't give a shit what kind of head knowledge. Just like American Cholo says, he's the preacher telling you to do one thing, but he does the exact opposite. He's telling you all this, about this, the stars, the blood moon, or anything like that. And then over here, he's cruising the high school looking for little girls, but people are still going to his page. Hey, you do you. I hope you have a blast over there, right? But American Cholo said, I was surprised. You were like the first cabron, did a video, and you cut him off. I cut motherfuckers off quick. So this incident happened with a podcaster named Mega Man, right? Real quick. So it looks like there was, again, why are we talking about it? Because it's public, man. You wanted to be such a public individual. You wanted to put your public life out there, public business out there. Let's talk about it, okay? It looks like, I don't know 100% because one, I'm not God, or two, I wasn't there. It looks like there was an altercation between that podcaster, I'm talking about Mega Man, and his significant other, partner, whatever you want to call it, right? It looks like there was an altercation because the partner, and these are the photos that I got. I'm not going to put them up. I just don't give a fuck. I'm not going to put them up. I don't give a fuck. And it looks like it was physical. It was physical. So I don't know which motherfucker I'm quicker to cut off. The one that fucks with minors, and I don't give a fuck if you want to say, well, he didn't know. Okay, that's cool for the internet, because there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers on the internet. And they're not, half of them are dumb, and the other half just want to be entertained. They look at his rubber chicken looking fucking face, chimuelo without teeth, and they don't care. They just want to be entertained. Maybe he's being a 50-year-old gang member is what they want. I don't want to see 50, 60-year-old gang members on the internet. I grew up around real gang members, and most of them are dead. I would say 75% of the homies are dead or gone for life. So being a 50, 60-year-old gang member and talking about gang shit on the internet is a big disrespect. It would be for me if I did that to my homies that were really about it and made a career out of that, and I respect it. But I don't know who I'm quicker to cut off. A motherfucker that gets that chases little girls, that would sleep with little girls, be a maniaco, look for 18-year-olds, which, again, I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's still creep shit, weirdo shit, right? Or someone that beats on his girl. I probably would cut off the guy that did heinous shit with minors faster, but I would still cut off the guy that put his hands on his girl or his guy. I really don't care who you go to bed with. That's none of my business. You know what I mean? But people sent me the clip and it looks bad. That's a career-ending move. You're done. It's over. There's no coming back from you. You put your hands on a woman. I don't know. Again, I don't know it to be true. I don't want to be like the motherfuckers that were canceling Cesar Chavez and go all in if it's not true. Because if it's not true, then I'll admit I was wrong. I'll admit I was wrong. You know what? I apologize. I'll reach out to him. I apologize. Maybe you didn't do that. Maybe she slipped and tripped and fell. But it looked bad. It didn't look like a slip and fall. Well, I was drunk. Yeah, the same thing the Mañaco said. Well, I didn't know. Well, I was this. Well, she told me this. Well, she showed me this. The Mañaco can win the internet up. Guess what happens when the Mañaco hits the holding tank, though? What do you think is going to happen when the Mañaco hits the holding tank? And trust me, the internet is behind the walls. It's not like back in the day where the news, well, I'm talking about behind the walls. Back in the day when prison was prison, news would travel slowly. Like you wouldn't hear of the homies getting off in high desert. In Salinas, say the homies got off in high desert and it was fucking September. Someone would roll up in March, April of the next year and tell us, and we wouldn't even know. But that was back then. Now they have cell phones and the internet. These dudes that talk about the prison channels, you know, that they ain't got nothing else to talk about. Their life is prison. Their life is a fucking cement box, 6x8 cement cell. They glorify that shit. You know, they'll spread it out. Oh, a riot just happened. And then they wonder why they're public enemy number one and they're going to get whacked if people see them and they got targets on their back. Yeah, a lot of people are mad at that. It's because you're bringing to light things that people are really still living. And that's a huge disrespect, slap in the face. So if it is true, though, I'll end it with this. If it is true, then fuck them. Because we do not put our hands on women. I don't care what I don't give a fuck if she ran you over with the car. I don't give a shit if she pulled out a fucking meat cleaver. I don't give a shit if she keyed your 64 Candy Brandy Wine Impala, Loco 64 show car. You have no, and this is, again, just people that are under the street code, right, would definitely abhor this. There's no way ever, I don't give a fuck how many fucking pints of vodka you drank. It's over. It's a wrap, man. So that dude, se acabó. All right. What did I put up? Oh, David Benavidez. Hold on. Let me read some comments. Do they still have the boxing gym in Salinas Storm Fields? Salinas Storm Fields. So are you talking about the Storm House next to the Salinas Sports Complex? They still have events there. They mostly do MMA events there, like Central Coast Throwdown and shit like that. I actually had a buddy. He wants to give me a one-on-one on MMA. He knows Samson, another homie that was at Fighter's Corner. That was a homie of mine. And he gave me a one-on-one a long time ago. He was like 6-0. And then he kind of just retired, started having kids. He wants to do MMA. I'm not really into MMA just because. I mean, I like boxing. You know what I mean? Pete Dog's in the house. Mikey, your life experience is yours and common, I'm sure. But don't use absolutes. You're using false equivalency by using racism doesn't exist because you made it. Yeah, I know what you mean, Pete Dog. Am I saying there is no racism? No. Of course there is. I told the story, Pete Dog, of one time going to Oregon way. We're in a city called Grants Pass, Oregon. We were doing a rap concert. I was in a rap group once upon a time. Long story, fucking 90s shit, right? I still have some fucking CD covers, though, a long time ago. I just don't show them because we're throwing up gang signs and shit like that. But one time we did a rap concert in Oregon, and when we got there, the promoter, he didn't meet us. He was there like 2 or 3 hours later because he had to get off of work. I experienced it at the barber shop. They said, we're not cutting your hair. We went to a diner. They say we're not selling food right now. And there's people behind us in line to get inside. And they told us to our face, we're not selling food right now. I know it exists, but P-Dog, are you telling me I started from the fucking gutter, man? And now I'm living the American dream? Which fucking gavacho held me back? Matter of fact, I had fucking gavachos give me the formula to success. Who taught me. I had a gavacho who taught me the flipping game, bro. One house turns to two. Two turns to three. Three turns to five. Five turns to seven. And just depends how many fucking houses you want to own and manage. And then you got to get a property manager. If they hated me because of my brown skin, why the fuck would they help me make a ton of money, bro? So if I can do it, I tell the youngsters, you can do it. But a lot of people feel empowered, P-Dog. They need to have racism be their center fucking nucleus of their thinking and their existence. Because some people need a boogeyman because they don't want to step up, man. They don't want accountability. They don't want responsibility because if you don't have racism anymore, now we're going to look at what you're doing. And what you're doing ain't shit. You're eating potato chips on the couch and typing on your phone and sharing memes about racism. And a lot of these pages, race bait. Every single video is about a vendor or about someone, like the lady, she said, oh, call ICE on all these people. Someone sells some chicken over here. There's too many people. They don't got no papers and all that shit. She knows what the fuck she was doing. Because if anyone found out who that chick was, guess what's going to happen? The Mexicans are going to be all up in that ass. And then there's a couple, I'm not going to name them, but there's a couple race baiting pages. Some of them are podcasts. Some of them are IG pages or social media pages. And all they want to talk about is black and brown racial shit. Are we not smart enough to see that, bro? I can see through it. I'm not a fucking college educated dude. And I'm from the streets, man. And everything I learned from the business world. I learned from mentors. They didn't have to teach me anything, man. Anyways. I agree with you, P-Dog. Órale, that's right. ¿Qué onda? What's the plática, man? Oh, cotorreando, güey. Let's go back to, what's up, Dizzle? What's up with you, cabrón? I appreciate you. John 13. Oh, we're doing Chicano reactions, wait, boom. John Herrera saying, I'm living the American dream, but I've been discriminated against. Yup. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not saying, hey, bro, I'm not saying we don't get pulled over. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we don't get hemmed up, pulled over, shit like that. I mean, the last time I got pulled over, it was years ago, right? And I was with my kids, man. And actually was coming back from the boxing gym, right? So the cops were real respectful, bro. When they pulled me out, they ran the jacket. And it's not a fucking, I got a jacket, right? There, the gang files, I've been in the gang files in the Salinas PD since I was 16, bro. So they were real respectful, and they actually called me back to the cop car. Now, I didn't get nervous porque se dice en español que no debe, no teme, güey. Yo no debo a nadie, güey. So I went back to the cop car, and they said, hey, we see you, you look like you came from the gym, etc. We know you got your kids. But this came up right here, once upon a time, XYZ. It doesn't look like it's you right now, right? And so we just started talking on that tip. But real respectful, because you give respect, you get respect back. Anyways, all right, perfect. Let's go back. Chicano reactions. Here we are. All right. Anyways, check this out, gente. So David Benavidez, the Mexican monster superstar, is having a little spat, and since it's getting broadcasted out to the internet, I don't want to make this all about fucking relationships and the fucking mesa caliente, la chingada. This ain't the mesa caliente, okay? But David Benavidez is a fucking a Mexican monster. He's a superstar, right? So the cool part about it was there is actually a couple slides on this thing. If you look at it, this is what happened. David Benavidez was falling out a little bit. Well, okay, his wife was posting things. They're going through some personal problems. She's putting it out on the internet. And then we got all these slides that are coming out. Well, one of them is this slide that just came out on the internet, and this is where it gets a little bit fucking chismoso, right? I guess it's fucking chisme too for maybe 2 minutes, man. Let's just stay on this for 2 minutes, right? And then I want to take a break, man. Shit, I want to twist one up. Shit, I haven't blown all day. This right here, my wife and I are working our problems out. I never presented her with prenups. Stop the lies. I'm man enough to admit my faults and failed. Blah, blah, blah. You could read this, right? Well, the sister actually went on the internet. This is David Benavidez' sister, and said David did not post this. He's locked out of his account. She has control of his account right now. She's the one who posted that on his account. I don't believe the lies. And then this is by way of Hot Wheela Media. So shout out to Hot Wheela Media. Hot Wheela Media gets followed by David Benavidez' sister. And Hot Wheela Media posts the DM just to show Hot Wheela Media God's juice like that. Shit. You know, superstar sisters are reaching out to Hot Wheela Media. And he says it's not him posting, his sister says. He's locked out of his account. You can put 2 and 2 together. Damn it. Damn it. Hold on a second. Okay, beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. Just had to shoot a text message real quick. All right. So let's not spend too much time on this, but it's kind of a little bit narcissistic and crazy if she were the one to talk shit about him, post, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this, and then use his account to say, I love my wife. She does no wrong. She's perfect. She does all this shit. Well, I'm not saying he said that, but I'm paraphrasing shit. It just looks a little bit narcissistic for Karina Silva. If she did do this, I don't know it to be true. But that's a little bit wild right there. I just hope they get this shit off the internet. Gente, stop blasting things on the internet that are your personal problems, your personal life, man. I put 5% of my fucking business, 5% of it on the internet. 95%, you motherfuckers don't know what's going on. You don't know really what I do in real life other than what I tell you. And what I tell you is what I choose to tell you. But I don't know what it is. It's like these little public spats. You know what's even worse is when they start fucking shooting missiles at each other. That's crazy. Oh, I need an upgrade. He's doing this. I should be this. He's never done that. And then it's like, next thing you know, they're fucking, and a week later, they're taking a photo together, smiling and kissing on the internet. That's the fake shit. The real shit is off the internet. These relationships that get shown on the internet, it might not be true. I'm not saying they're all fake. Some of them could be very bona fide, but the most authentic and the most real relationships are private and not on the internet. Those are the long-lasting ones. Those are the ones that have longevity. They just don't need the whole fucking world commenting on their business. And I'm not saying, you know, people don't like the internet. People like the internet. They like likes. They like views. They like clicks. As dopamine gets released. I get it. But I don't know why a boxing superstar's wife would do that kind of shit and then keep posting like, I'm this little hot fucking dime on the internet. I mean, girl, you're okay, but you know what I mean? You got big ass fucking cheeks and a big ass forehead too, and you got little ass beady eyes and shit. I don't know. Anyways, okay, let's go back. You guys send me this clip. Let's go.
Oh my God.
What the hell? The clips you guys send me are hilarious, man. I gotta see that again. I just want to make sure I saw what I saw. Todos quieren una mujer como ella, ¿sí o no? The dude's getting beat up.
Oh my God.
Oh, hell. Oh, damn. Okay, that's what the clip was. All right. All right, gente. You know what? Shit, man. Sometimes, you know, it reminds me of Gladiator. When the gladiator Marcus Aurelius, el pinche chingón emperor, when he told his daughter, remember he told his daughter, he goes, if only you would have been a man, right? Because she had valor, bravery, she was upright, just, and she was very courageous, right? If only she had been a man. I'm going to tell you the truth. A lot of women have more balls than men. They do. A lot of women, if they were men, would be some alpha males, boss type shit. So you got this dude's getting beat up on the ground. Obviously, you can see him right there. And boom, she comes in and she does the flying kick of all flying kicks. And shout out to the ladies that do that, man. They're just looking out for the guy. And this guy, this clip right here does not make him look like an alpha. Matter of fact, it makes him look very, very beta-ish. I will tell you that, man. I will say that. All right, let's keep it moving, man. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. We're talking about ice, huh?
Leave me! Oh, I'm in my house! Get out of my house! Get out of my house! Get out of my house! Don't do that, please! My grandfather was a U.S. citizen, please! Why, you guys have an order? No, only one, he's underage. He's not even 18, please.
He's jumping on a fucking officer. Back up, lady.
Get back! Oh, but, and he's sick, please! He has diabetes, please!
Stand up.
Please!
Stand up.
He has diabetes!
Chill. Well, he needs to walk. He's a grown-ass adult.
But what do you guys do to him? You guys don't have to be doing that to people. I just came back from Mexico. They don't act like that in the border.
Back up.
No, papi, por favor. Ayúdame. Ayúdame. ¡Ay, por favor! Aquí está la migra. Aquí está la migra. ¡Hijos de su puta madre! ¡Ojalá se mueran! ¡No!
All right. We've seen these videos on the internet. These videos are pretty much trending right now. We're going to talk about it. What I'm going to say is going to piss probably people off. I'm not going to hear old boy, but shout out to him. If you guys want to go and follow him, I like to give credit where credit is due. This is coming from Senor Barragan. Real quick, before I get into my commentary on what I think about this dude getting snatched up right here. I remember one time I was in a riot, members only shit. I'm not going to give you guys too much members only shit. I was in a riot one time and they hogtied everyone after the fucking helicopter landed and smoke and everything. They pulled out the fucking fish ties. They actually were picking motherfuckers up. They looked like fucking tires. They looked like they were picking up motherfuckers that were hogtied, and they looked like tires. They were stacking up motherfuckers like tires up against the wall. No bullshit, but that's members only shit, all right? Let's get back to this one. So these are pretty much, these videos have one objective and one objective only. It's to point out that law enforcement, which this is immigration, right? Immigration Custom Enforcement's ICE, or they're thinking of changing their name to NICE, National Immigration Custom Enforcement. Basically, the objective here is to show you that the cops are bad guys, right? The cops are bad guys, right? And so, making it dramatic, right? By talking about, okay, oh, he's doing this, oh, he's doing that, oh, etc. I'm not exactly certain why this chick is even recording for, because if they're going to arrest someone, they're going to arrest someone, right? Now, I'm gonna piss people off, and you're gonna call me a fucking sellout. You're gonna call me a coconut. You're gonna call me whatever you're going to call me, right? But I know that the popular opinion on the internet is to be anti-ICE, anti-ICE. You got to be anti-ICE. If you don't say you're anti-ICE, you are not for la raza. Says who? Says you? Who are you? The fucking spokesman for the raza? Who the fuck crowned you king? I'm not saying I'm king. This is my platform. You got to tune into what the fuck I got to say, but I'm going to say it exactly what it is, right? Screaming, yelling, and everything at the end of the day when immigration comes and arrests someone. I want to tell you like this. The deportation numbers right now, what are we in to the presidency? Is it? I can't even think. Are we 1 year into the I can't even fucking think, man. See, I need to smoke. I think we're almost a year into the presidency, right? We're in 26, 24. No, we're the second year into the presidency, right? Second year into the presidency, right? You got about 1.2 million, I believe these are the estimate numbers, 1.2 million deportations, okay? 1.2 million deportations. Now, one thing I do want to say also as well is they're not all Mexicans getting deported. You got people from Asia getting deported. You got Russians getting deported, Africans, Germans you got a lot of motherfuckers getting deported. It's not just Mexicans. And so why are all the fucking stories about deportations about Mexicans? La raza, wake up. Wake up. Imagine you were protesting downtown LA. Oh, I'm for La Raza, fuck it, and this and that. And then you wonder, pallets of bricks pull up. You're like, who bought all these bricks? Who bought all these gas masks? Who bought all these fucking rocket launchers and torpedoes and all that? Oh, it's the fucking gavachos. That's who's buying all this shit because the gavachos want us to fight each other. That's another video. That's a whole nother topic, right? But anyways, right? Anyways, so these kind of videos right here, right? 1.2 million have been deported, right? I'm going to tell you like this. 43 and 44, that president, right? The internet was already popping when 43 and 44 was president because this is 2012, this is 2008, 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, until he can only run twice and he gave it up in 16, right? This dude deported 9 million plus people. This president, right? This president. And I'm going to give the raza something to think about because we talk fucking facts here. If you don't like facts, get the fuck off the channel. This channel's not for you. Maybe you like feelings. Go to a feelings channel where they can tell you what you want to hear. But I'm going to tell you the motherfucking facts. I'm a numbers guy, actually, even in real life in my business, right? Anyways, that dude deported 9 million people. You don't think the deportations were happening like this? You don't think there was ever someone shot? 9 million people get arrested. You don't think there was a shooting at least once? You don't think there was a family screaming at least once? How come when that happened back then, nobody wanted to talk about shit? Nobody wanted to talk about deportations. Nobody wanted to say it's wrong that they're sending people back to Mexico. There's plenty of stories just like this that could have been recorded. I don't think this president, in both of his terms combined, is even going to get close to deporting over 8 million people. In 1996, Bill Clinton passed Immigration Reform Act. He is a Democrat. Bill Clinton, who has sexual assault survivors right now alive. he passed an immigration law to take away due process from all illegal immigration cases at the court's discretion if they want. Because the president, 43 and 44, was the one that built the cages. He built the cages for the kids. He wrapped kids like hot dogs. He did that. No one else. He did that. He deported more people. You don't think this was happening? So, to the fake raza activists out there that only when they're mad at who's in the White House want to supposedly, allegedly say they're backing up la raza by talking shit about immigration, where were you? Where were you? Let's go back to your timelines on social media, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're as quiet as a mouse. But now you want to talk about immigration? Get the fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here. Then they'll put a Democrat in the fucking White House, deport more people, and you'll stay quiet, right? Fuck out of here with that shit. I'm just reacting because you guys want me to react, man. Chicano reaction. Let's go.
And killed by a federal immigration agent during a traffic stop in Houston this morning, and the shooting is now under investigation. Immigration and Customs Enforcement says agents stopped a vehicle just before 7 a.m. while attempting to arrest the driver, identified as Lorenzo Salgado Oroja. The agency says the driver tried to use his vehicle to run over an agent who then opened fire. Araujo was shot in the abdomen, taken to a hospital, and later died. The FBI is leading the investigation into the shooting.
That's true, P-Dog. That's true. It could be fake numbers.
Of course.
Check out the story, though.
It's a crime. It's not fair for somebody to get shot. Not even the police department here will do that to somebody that is unarmed. So why does ICE do this?
ICE has not released details about why Araujo was being sought, and no evidence has yet been publicly released to support the agency. New here at 6, a man from Mexico was shot and killed by a federal immigration agent during a traffic stop in Houston
so
this
let me see if we have video on this, because I like to see. Oh, here's some video.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement says agents stopped a vehicle just before 7 a.m. while attempting to arrest the driver, identified as Lorenzo Salgado Oroja. The agency says the driver tried to use his vehicle to run over an agent who then opened fire. Araujo was shot in the abdomen, taken to a hospital, and later died. The FBI is leading the investigation into the...
All right. So this is, again, I guess just segueing, piggybacking off the fuck what I was talking about right now, right? This is another case that's being highlighted. They're pulling on the emotional heartstrings of La Brown Raza. And who's doing it? Politicians. We're the most gullible, easy to fucking manipulate raza, I think, man. We're so easy to pump up. We're so easy and gullible to pump up. We'll cancel one of our fucking icons, Cesar Chavez, without the man even being alive, being able to speak up for himself, defend himself, without any kind of children. Some people say there's children. Where's the children? And if there is children, where's the DNA test? We're so fucking easy to manipulate. They're doing this to us. They're putting out media. This is, I believe a lot of this shit is probably getting funded by gabachos. I'm going to tell you the truth, right? So here's a story right here. You see the van right there. It's up on the sidewalk, so that's not good. How the fuck does a van end up on the public sidewalk street? I mean, it just shows something fucking happened. And so anyways, the story is, and it could be wrong, it could be a lie, I don't know, just like P-Dog says right there, it could be a motherfucking lie. I don't know. I just seen a real one just step inside the chat. I appreciate you, cabron. Let me see if I can highlight that comment. Shout out to this man right here, G the Barber. Hey, I appreciate you, G the Barber. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Hater World podcast. Shout out to your carnal Snowman. I'll see you real soon, carnal. I'll see you in Upland. I appreciate you, man. Keep on grinding. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're living the dream, cabrón. You're living the dream. Keep living the dream, man. Andale pues. Shout out to G the Barber from the Hater World Podcast. He is in the house. Hater World Podcast in the house. All right, anyways. So here comes the sellout. Here comes the fucking coconut. Here comes whatever you want to fucking call me. I really don't give a shit at this point because I've never been a people pleaser. I've never been a follower. People from where I'm from, we're nothing but fucking hunters. You know, we're the hunters. We're the predators. You're the prey. You're the ones that get fucking snatched up, right? It kind of reminds me like the first time I went to Delano, right? I was in reception center in Delano. And first time was a 90-day observation. When I walked into Delano, right, they put me, it was a B yard, 6-block B yard, right? There was only like 8 people, right? 8 people from up north, and I'm going back to the past. And it's a Sureño prison, right? That shit is a Sureño prison. They got 4 yards and all the blocks and buildings, right? And we had one fucking tier on one fucking building out of 4 yards and maybe 20 buildings. I don't know, right? At that point in my life, that's what made me feel like that was the only time I was like the prey and not the predator. Every other time, you know, Salinas is what it is, right? Anyways, so this guy right here, I don't even know how I got to that, but this guy right here, if he was getting arrested, right? Because here's what the internet's going to do, right? Make him out to be a good guy. Put the best picture of the guy. And again, I'm not knocking the guy. I don't know the fucking guy. But you want to know my thoughts? I'm going to give them to you. And whether you ask me or not, I'm going to give them to you anyways, because you probably want to hear them because you're watching it live, right? Anyways, if this guy right here, they wanted to snatch him up, right? It's just like getting arrested. It's like having a warrant, right? You know, I had plenty of homies that ran from the cops, right? And it ended up bad most of the time. You're on a high-speed chase, or you're just on the run. You start hitting fences, shit like that. It's probably going to end bad. What happens if you're wanted and you run away from the cops, right? It's not going to end good. You're probably going to get a bullet in your ass, and you're lucky you don't end up in the fucking grave, okay? So they're saying, again, I don't know the story. I'm not God. I wasn't there. That they're going to arrest this dude, right? So illegal. He's illegal. He ain't got papers. They're going to snatch him up, right? People think that I can't relate to this fucking illegal. When I say illegal, oh, Mikey, don't say illegal. How do you not want me to say what the fucking law says? Okay? My own father también got snatched up by fucking INS a couple times. My own dad. You think I don't know about that? I know. Fuck, man. You guys only know what I tell you, right? Little by little, I be spoon feeding you guys, right? I guess. So I know about this. I'm not just some motherfucker on the outside looking into something he has no experience about. Okay? Anyways, if they want to arrest this dude, right? What happens? Let's not even use an illegal immigrant. Let's not say illegal immigrant. Let's use a homie. The homie's dirty. The homie has warrants. They swoop up around the homie. The homie punches the gas. There's cops in front of the fucking van the homie is driving. What's going to happen to the homie at that point? The homie is probably going to meet Jesus. To be honest with you, if he gets off lucky, he's in the holding tank about to catch another number. If he's lucky, he's going to catch another number. But people don't want to hear when it's ICE and it's an illegal immigrant. That's what triggers the fuck out of people. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. If I was hanging out, and this was back in the day in the hood, and say we're hanging out the homies, and we seen immigration come and snatch up a bunch of paisas. Let's just say they're snatching up paisas, right? Over here in Salinas, a lot of them hang out like at the food court parking lot. It used to be Monty Mart. They go and they round up a bunch of paisas, man. We're chilling. We're watching it. We're kicking back. We're drinking a pisto. It's a party. We got a DJ. There's a keg. There's all kinds of lowriders. No, it's not that way. No es nada, way. So that's still how I look at it. But you want me to come on the internet, put on a motherfucking Superman cape, and fly down the internet like I'm the fucking internet hero right here. I'm for la raza. I'm all against immigration. You probably were one of the quiet ones when the most deportations was happening, and you probably were just brainwashed because people didn't like the president that was in the White House. And if that is you, and you never were into politics until this president got in the White House, my boy, I'm here to tell you the truth. You're an easy pump-up case. You're one of the easy motherfuckers that would have been easy to set up back in the day. We could have set you up with the hyena at the hotel, and you would have been done, smoked. That's how easy a lot of people are. They're gullible. They want to be with the cool kids. So I don't know if this is what happened. He hit the gas. He got blasted. It hit him in the stomach. Of course, they tried to do CPR, call 911, all that, and he didn't live. And now the president of Mexico has something to say. Let's see what the president of Mexico had to say, because you guys even sent me that clip right there, right? All right, hold on. Here it is. Now, this one, I think you have to know Spanish. If you don't know Spanish, well, you know, that's your bad.
Quizá mañana presentarse con Roberto, porque nuestro objetivo es ir más allá de las notas diplomáticas y lo que planteamos en la Comisión Interamericana de Derechos Humanos. Porque no podemos permitir el maltrato a nuestros
I had already fucking been
que están en
reformed and turned my
Estados
life around. Let's see what she got
a
to
los
say.
connacionales. Entonces, estamos planteando otras medidas. Ya lo va a presentar la Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores.
Es decir, las medidas tomadas hasta el momento no han tenido ninguna
Jurídicas.
respuesta.
Bueno, nos contestan, pero de todas maneras hay otra lamentable muerte de un connacional en Estados Unidos.
Okay, hold on. So this is what's happening right here. The president of Mexico got asked the question, and of course, you want to make sure you get public relations. You want to make sure, you say what the people want to say. When you're in a position like that, you're not like the president of the United States, okay? That motherfucker, he doesn't give two flying fucks what you think. He's going to say whatever he wants to say. And, some people appreciate truth and realness, and some other people don't. Some people want to hear what they want to hear, right? So she says that she's going to get some litigation going about what's happening in the United States. Gente, over 200,000 people are reported missing every year in Mexico. But the president of the United States, Jewish president of the United States, right? Sheinbaum. Her name is Sheinbaum. It is what it is, right? A lot of people say she's a plant. It's okay. A lot of people say I'm a plant. Oh, you're a plant. You're a plant. That's cool. I'm a plant. I'm a salad. I'm a coconut. It's all good. It's all good, right? Those are actually all compliments, man. And I've already explained why they're compliments, right? So she's concerned about someone in the United States, yet the cartel just 2 or 3 weeks ago shot up a van that had over 30 immigrants from Central America. Mexicans in Mexico shot a van with over 30 people from Central America, and 6 of them died. So for you that want to rage against certain shit on the internet, I want you to keep the same energy when Mexico does things way worser than the United States. I mean, way worser. Killing 6 illegal immigrants of Mexico. They were from Central America. They killed them. But you want to share a story of the president of Mexico because you feel this is something right and powerful, empowering la raza and everything like that. This ain't doing none of that. This makes her look like a clown, gente. You got to get your house in order before you try to fucking straighten out someone else's house. I'll tell you that. Let's just keep it pushing, man. I'm going to spend too much more time on this. All right. Pinchy Shine Bomb. All right. Oh, well, this actually says something right here.
President Claudia Sheinbaum wants to sue Donald Trump because ICE killed a Mexican. What about the 130,000 disappeared Mexicans, Claudia Sheinbaum? Did you know that 40 Mexicans disappear in Mexico daily thanks to organized crime and carteles? But above everything, thanks to her government doing absolutely nothing to stop it? Did you know that there's a group of desperate mothers named Madres Buscadoras? Google it if you can. This is a group of desperate mothers who have dedicated their lives to look for their kids. The majority of times they only find body parts, legs, arms, heads, and that's what they bury. You're talking about human beings who left their houses one day and never came back, and their family members know absolutely nothing about what happened to them. That is the type of country this woman runs, and she still has the audacity to call out Trump. She's more worried about Donald Trump's job than her own. What about the 4 American citizens who were killed during her watch? A couple named Gloria Ambris and Rafael Cardona, and a gay couple, Safar Padamsi and Guillermo Ortiz. They just went to visit and never came back to the US. Maybe Trump should tell her that she should stick to Mexicans in Mexico because she's doing an absolute disgusting and terrible job. And as a Mexican born and raised who came legally to the US, I can tell you I feel safer among ICE officers than in my own home country thanks to her. Stick to the Mexicans in Mexico. Mexican narco president Claudia.
All right. Anyways, enough of that, gente. We're going to wrap it up. Shit, I haven't had a break all damn day. I'm going to read the last comments. So get your comments in right now before we keep it pushing, gente. Just chatting one more time. The voice of the raza right here, or the sellout, the coconut, the motherfucking whatever you want to call me, is all to the good, man. I'm going to keep it to you 100. I always will. I never will switch up. The day I switch up on this internet thing is the day I close all this shit down. Because to be honest with you, I don't got the fucking time, man. I got to drive over here to the fucking studio. Okay, I got to power everything up, and I do this thing just for the people to get some shit off my chest. So shout out to you guys that are watching on Facebook. I appreciate you guys. Hey, the good and the bad and the ugly. I take all comments, man. Not everyone has to agree with me, but here we birth critical thinkers. If you're ready to have that conversation, you're ready to interact, you're ready to be a part of La Raza, which is the chat, then go ahead and engage in with La Raza inside that chat, and we'll have a good old conversation. Let's go ahead and address the last comments before I go, gente. I can't even believe it. It's already 10 o'clock. I can't even believe it. Rose and Karma says, that's fire. That's right. I appreciate you, Rose and Karma. That's right. G the Barber. That's right, Carnal. I appreciate you, man. I'll see you in September, cabron. Damn, Mikey, you jump from claim to claim as if they support each other. Leaping logic. Please learn it. Yeah, I didn't go to school, bro. I'm sorry, man. I just know what I know. You know what I mean? And I don't claim to know anything else. I didn't study books. I studied culture, but I was a gang member when I got programmed into studying culture. And as I was a gang member and I was studying culture, at the same time, they're telling me to be proud as a brown man. And in the same fucking sentence, they're putting a piece in my hand, wanting me to kill and stab another brown individual. That's when shit wasn't adding up. So I don't claim to know everything, but I do claim to use a lot of common sense, man. A lot of common sense. It says, low-key, you do talk like a plant. Hey, someone said I'm a plant, right? Someone commented that one time. Oh, you're a fucking plant. Why? Because they want me to be one of the cool kids? Racism. If I was talking about racism and fuck ICE all day and fuck Donald Trump and all that shit, I probably would have fucking 50,000 subscribers because I would be hitting at the heartstrings of La Raza, but that would be fake. That wouldn't be real shit. The real shit is what I tell La Raza every day in the community. You know what I do with La Raza every day in the community? I help the wives retire. I help them pay their fucking cars off. I help them get their second, third, fourth, fifth rental property. I give them advice on what to do, what to invest in. That's just the nature of my business. So I'm in touch with the real raza in the community. This internet shit is all fake. It's not real. You can be a real internet tough guy. And I'm not saying nothing real can happen to you. Oh, it definitely can happen to you. Cross the motherfucking line on the internet and you'll end up like Savage Studios taking a dirt nap. you know, or get off easy and catch a bullet in your ass or take a dirt nap like him. So you can really fuck up on this internet. That's why I don't claim to be a tough guy. I don't represent anything. I don't represent anyone. Only family I'm a member of is the Diaz family. That's it. And that's what I represent. But anyways, that's funny. Someone said that I'm a plant because my opinions are just my opinions. I didn't go to college. I didn't get indoctrinated. I'm not fucking gangbanging politics. It's like I left the red and blue gangbanging to what? To get inside politics and gangbang red and blue? How about common sense? To me, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to listen to how my parents raised me. And the core values and traditions that my parents gave me, that I believe is what keeps my parents proud of me. That's how I get my morals and my principles, not off the fucking internet. I'm not going to say fuck Trump just because the rest of the fucking world is saying fuck Trump. Be real. Did you ever give a fuck about politics? Or are you just smoking weed, drinking, getting ready Friday night to go to the club, go to the Momo party, drive, cruise around, do what you do, and you're just saying fuck Donald Trump because the rest of the world said it? You don't give a fuck about politics. I don't give a fuck about politics. But you got to be lying through your teeth telling me he didn't have the highest IQ out of the last broad. That fucking chick sucked her way all the way to the fucking attorney general's office. That chick could suck a golf ball through a coffee straw. Maybe 2 golf balls through a fucking coffee straw. Okay? And then the chick before, the first one that he won, that chick right there has more bodies than anyone. She whacks motherfuckers. Her husband was having orgies in the White House. Come on, man. And I'm not saying this dude's perfect. He did NDA with hookers and shit like that. Of course not. But at the end of the day, you're going to pick for the smartest, the one that you think is for the people. And I'd rather have someone be brash and talk shit and tell me how it is, and I don't have to second guess whether he's telling me the truth or not, than have another motherfucker lie to my face. Okay, but that's just me. Maybe people like to get lied to. I don't. What about all the kids missing in the United States? We can go back and forth to be honest. Absolutely, man. It's crazy. Now, for reals, the United States is probably the largest consumer of drugs, the largest consumer of the sex trafficking industry. I mean, the reason the cartels are going crazy in Mexico is because the border is shut down. The border is absolutely fucking closed, okay? I just got back from Mexico. That fucking border used to be miles long, full of people, full of vendors. Now it's just a regular line with people that have passports, and the only people that are crossing the border are people that should cross the border. Why? Because the border's shut down. The bad thing about that is the narcos now are going to extort the people of Mexico double, maybe triple. But we don't talk about that. Oh, Mexicans extorting other Mexicans, shooting other Mexicans, killing other Mexicans, hog-tying other Mexicans, cops, Mexican cops, killing other Mexicans. How come you don't talk about that? I'm just saying USA definitely is not perfect. Probably the biggest consumer, like I said, of drogas and of children and of sex trafficking. Absolutely. But is there another country that I would want to raise my children in? Hell no, bro. Other countries, you talk shit about the fucking president, there's a knock on your door. Maybe not even a knock on your door. They'll kick that motherfucker in. So it just blows me away. I hate the U.S. I hate the U.S. What are you doing here then, bro? Nothing is stopping you from catching a flight. Go to fucking China. Go bust some fucking cheeks over there in China. Buy a little fucking condo and live your fucking life. Go to Taiwan. Do what you want, bro. But when you want to come over here and all you want to do on the internet is spew some fucking socialistic kind of fucking 1950s, 60s shit. It's 2026. We don't roll that way no more. What do you think? We got to get down with the fucking cops? Is that the way to make it right? Come on, bro. Come on, man. All right, Mikey's a plan. I'm going to bed. All right, that's right. That's right. Anyone who is managed by social media companies or employers or plants and push for certain narratives, you are not managed by a talented agency, are you? Absolutely not. I am not. All right, gente, I'm out. Live on Chicano Tube. Live on Chicano Street. The sellout. The coconut. Guess what I am, though? I'm the motherfucker that's going to tell it like it is. The truth hurts, baby. The truth hurts. If you don't like the truth, unsubscribe. Maybe it's not the place for you. If you do like the truth, hey, I appreciate that like button. And I appreciate the follow. Live on Twitch, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. I'm out, gente. Tomorrow I got fights. I got to go to church. We got a convention, and things are popping. I'm out. At the end of the day, the voice of the raza, keeping it a buck, unwatered down. This is exactly what it is. I appreciate all the raza that's in the chat. And if you're listening on the replay, hey, you can go ahead and drop a comment below. You could be part of la raza after the fact. In the video comment section, comment below. I'll let you guys go. Gente, I'm out to the next episode of Just Chatting. Keep it a buck, keep it moving forward, and always keep it real.